Friends with differences.
Friends with differences.
Friends with differences.
Friends with differences.
The Friends with Differences podcast, episode 12. Thank you guys for coming on. I do appreciate it.
It's our pleasure.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
It's a good time.
It was fun. It's been a good one for sure. Spicy episode. Generally, what we talked about this episode, just rattling off some topics. Redlining. Somebody help me out.
We a little bit about beer products, some advertising with Bud Light, Busch Anheuser or Anheuser Busch.
LGBT.
We talked about some movie topics. Of Spider-Man. Talked about them a little bit. Pacers, NBA, NBA, WNBA,
a little bit of summer league.
I feel like this is very quick. Am I wrong?
Is it quick? You want to keep rolling?
It's been 2 hours. 2 hours.
No, it's
We're
been
just
a
good at
Any
flowing.
final remarks, Cinto?
I was just saying.
I hate you.
Anything to leave out
I
there?
think Cinto wants to come back. He didn't have enough time to get in what he's
I got some more
wanted to say.
opinions.
But we'll be here next time for episode 13.
Yeah, I'll be sitting right here.
12 part 2.
All right. Well, appreciate you guys for coming on.
Yeah.
All
Thanks
right.
for having us.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Friends with differences.
Friends with differences. Friends with differences.
Cheers to the Friends with Differences podcast.
Cheers.
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 Cheers to number 12.
Episode number 12.
Hot start.
Very hot start. All right. Welcome to the Friends with Differences podcast.
Thank you.
Our special guest, down the line, my brother, Aaron.
Good to be here.
Next to him, Michael.
Hello.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey, Tommy.
Honored.
Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Good to be here. Good to get started.
Yeah, when you told me about the comment, you said pod or whatever, like
Come to
text
the
me,
pod.
I was confused.
explain.
Yeah, for a second I was like, what the fuck is he talking
I didn't even
about?
realize I did that.
And then I was like, oh, that makes sense. Podcast.
Time's too valuable to use the full word, you know. Just call it a pod, man.
Reminds me
Yeah,
of Kevin
everybody
from The
abbreviates everything nowadays.
Office, where he starts abbreviating everything.
Less word, do better.
Less word, do more.
Why use
Save
lot
time.
word when few word do trick?
Yeah, save time.
Sea World. Are you saying see the world, Kevin, or Sea World?
Sea World.
Fish, oceans, dolphins.
It's actually not bad.
That's pretty good.
Oh man, I was watching The Office for the first time yesterday.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
right there.
Yeah.
What'd you watch it on?
Not a clue. My dad had it on.
It's probably,
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Comedy Central always has it on, so if it was just regular.
I have no idea. There's so many
Do
different.
you guys see
things to watch
Netflix
on.
doing that thing? Now you can't, like, if you have a subscription to it, and you're not at the
Limits
house.
households,
Yeah. Pissed me
Not
off,
at the
man.
house?
Yeah, so you can't have two different households log the same account. You can say, like, I'm
Oh,
traveling, but I don't know what that does. I've
Yeah,
tried
Well,
it.
I
Just
don't know.
for
I
one
just
house?
clicked
Yeah.
through it though.
Well, so I
It was-
don't know. I don't know if it's gonna do like distance related. Like I don't know because like YouTube TV does if you're far away.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if like if you're both still in the same city, it'll be all right. I don't know.
Well, because
I don't
my
know.
Well,
parents have Netflix.
I
and-
am.
Go ahead.
You sure?
Yeah, go ahead.
I live at the Color Ridge Apartments, if you guys know where those are.
Oh,
And my
for
dad-
sure. You don't have to put that out there, but
yeah.
you know, whatever. That's cool. That's cool.
Oh, well, who cares?
Who cares, man?
Apartment. Come on with that. You don't know my street name, though. Anyway, what I was going to say is, you talk about the Netflix stuff and all that. My
Right.
dad lives right there, too, and I share the account with him.
Does it
And
work?
for a while, it was working. But yesterday, it wouldn't let me. It wouldn't work.
Oh.
So I bought Netflix and I bought
Oh,
fucking Disney
damn.
Plus.
Just like that, you
Yeah.
pulled the trigger.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd be too stubborn.
If
to
you're
be
not
honest.
on Wi-Fi,
I was
it
stubborn,
works,
but you know, I'm watching Grey's
Really?
Anatomy right now. I'm into it, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's a
Never
good
seen it
show.
before, huh?
Yeah, I'm into it.
I feel like I know the show just because I've been around Bridges so much and watched it.
Yeah,
disgusting.
a lot to
Watch
watch,
that.
probably.
It's disgusting. Don't watch it.
Yeah, there's
It's
like
a show.
17 seasons or something crazy.
It's still going on.
Right?
It
Yeah,
is.
It's
No
like
way.
entirely
It's
different
insane.
people
It's
now.
still
though.
going
It
on.
has
Yeah.
to be.
Well, no, I remember watching it one random episode. They had a plane crash, and I was like, "What kind of hospital is this? Like, this hospital we shut down. There's so many people that died. That are
They had a
doctors
plane
there.
crash into the hospital.
No, they had a plane
I
crash in
somehow-
the middle of
No.
the wild, and it had like all of the doctors on it. Like,
Oh,
two of them
what?
died.
Oh my god.
Really?
That might be later on. But
I
Spoiler
remember this from Bridget
Oh my-
because I walked into the room and it was
Hey.
like somebody had really
Derek
died.
died,
And she was
everybody.
like, plane crash. I'm like, how the hell does that
Yeah,
happen?
yeah,
The
I'm
hospital
sure you
is-
don't expect it after
Yeah.
like 14 seasons or something crazy.
they're running out of ideas. There's no way you're not running
Yeah.
out.
I had to
Like,
change actors,
Yeah.
just transition.
Family Guy is
Yeah,
well,
they're still
they're
going.
on,
Well,
they're on
Family
a
Guy-
strike right now, I think.
Yeah, the
Oh,
writers.
Seth
writer's strike?
MacFarlane.
Writers in
yeah.
general.
Well, that's
Strike.
they did a whole
They are
episode
down, so gone.
written by ChatGPT. They like had ChatGPT write an episode and then they produced
I
it.
thought that was South Park.
Oh, you're so right. Who are we talking? We're talking about Family Guy.
Guy.
Oh, I'm so wrong. But there is a huge writer's strike.
I think South Park's still making episodes. I thought they were.
They
maybe
pro-
they're not.
yeah, they should. I mean,
But-
I
but Family
didn't know
Guy's
anybody
not.
canceled.
What was that one show on Netflix that was big?
Oh, Big Mouth. That
Yeah,
Oh, Big Mouth was
I
fire.
never got
I think
big
it's
in.
still on.
I never got big
I thought-
There's
into
yeah, I
like
it.
think they
spin-offs too now.
one. Oh, there are.
Yeah.
Never
It's
got
like a
big
puberty
into it.
monster, dude.
I'm
I
telling
think
you,
it's all about the puberty monster.
I'd rather throw on SpongeBob.
That makes sense. I mean, they started making it more and more about those monsters. I mean, they
Right.
made a girl one, an
Love
old
that
one.
Pineapple
I
Man.
mean,
Yeah, I didn't
Will
keep up
said
that
he's
season
not
like, I don't
coming.
know, 2 I
yeah,
watched.
I think I watched
never
3 or
went back.
4. But after that, man, it's a weird
How many
show.
are there?
I think maybe 4 or 5. It was. I know I haven't seen it the last season, but
I thought it was so good when I first watched it. though.
Anybody watching Witcher on Netflix?
The Witcher?
Yeah.
I
Like
thought
the-
about it.
Oh, I didn't know season 3's out.
Half
I watched
first
season
half,
2.
part 1.
The Witcher.
First half? That's crazy.
Yeah, part 2 is coming
How many?
like this month,
Oh, really?
so it's just it's like 1 month.
That's
in between.
probably fantastic. The
very
Witcher
good.
was really good.
Yeah.
You guys are into like, I mean, it's like a Game of Thrones or.
Yeah.
I like
Last
Henry
Kingdom
Cavill. He's
vibe.
pretty good.
Yep. That's
He's the main guy. Right?
yeah,
He's the
yeah.
Witcher.
Oh,
And now-
right.
Yeah, and
Who
now
else
it's gonna
does he
be so this is his last season,
Oh shit.
and then it's gonna be Liam Hemsworth is taking over.
Oh,
for
really?
him.
As the same role.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna
Crazy.
say
And
it's the same
there's
guy.
cancel the show.
No, and-
That's crazy.
And the
No, I'm
writers,
just
the
kidding.
writers have, or the producers have said there's gonna be no issue, like at all. They've like promised that
I'm
there's
sure.
gonna be no
So,
issue. I'm like,
is it-
promise? You can't
No,
promise that.
it's like 2.5 Men when Charlie Sheen died. You gave me Ashton Kutcher. That's
Yeah.
terrible.
It wasn't the same at all.
I
But
like
he's good,
him.
but he's not Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, he's
I
not
mean,
Charlie Sheen.
Right.
No.
There,
no
you can't
replacing
replace.
Charlie
I didn't cut
He's
you off,
good,
Liam.
dude.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he was supposed to be going back to Superman.
Wait.
Henry Cavill,
So
and now he's
Right,
not.
he's Superman.
But he's not gonna be Superman.
are they gonna like kill him off and have a, or is
No,
it
no,
just
no,
gonna be
no.
the same
Same
character?
guy.
the same
With
That's fucked.
same guy?
Yeah, it's crazy. You can't do that.
No.
Nobody's
Well,
perceiving
you can't-
that as the same
You
guy.
can't.
So-
You also
Pretty much
can't kill him
ruins
off
it.
though, because the entire story is on Geralt. Like,
Kill the
Ah.
whole
so
act.
you, like
So
it
you
doesn't
bring it
ever
to a
change.
conclusion.
You want me to-
He's got a
I'll
twin
go to
brother.
the banquet. Yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah, it has to be a new Witcher.
But somehow they're like, yeah, nothing's gonna change.
Give him a good send off there.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
Right.
gonna be tough.
Man, that
okay.
sucks that he
You'll
doesn't want to
win.
play the
Yes,
role. Why doesn't he want to do it?
Well,
Yeah,
so
probably
he
not.
was a big fan of the show, or like a big fan of the
Yeah.
books. He was a big fan of the books. But then, you know, I think they're saying that it's kind of going off the books, so he's not as happy. And then he was gonna go back to being Superman, but then there's a new younger Superman.
Yeah,
decided-
it's
Are
a
they gonna go
a
all
knockoff.
Spider Verse on it?
It's a knockoff Henry Cavill.
Well,
he
no,
looks
they,
like
they
him.
basically
but,
told
yeah.
Henry Cavill no to coming back. They're like, you're too old. We're trying to get you younger.
They're doing that with every superhero thing.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, You guys watch the new Flash movie?
No, I
No.
didn't.
No,
Do you guys know Ezra Miller?
Yeah, I've heard the craziness.
I fucking hate that guy, man. He ruined the Flash. I love the fucking Flash in comics, but I think he sucks.
Is it the same as the TV show? Same actor?
No,
No,
that
no.
guy is great. I mean, well, he's goofy, but he's great. I mean, he plays him well. But Ezra Miller, he just sucks, man. He just
that's
sucks the
awesome.
life out of it. I mean, they have who'd they bring back as Batman? It was a big thing.
Oh gosh, he
I always
Ask
forget his
Alexa.
name.
They played Vulture in the new.
Yeah, they played
Spider-Man.
Vulture and Spider-Man, the first one.
Or he's in the Founder, which is.
He's in the other guys. He's the
He's
boss
the
and the other
captain.
guys.
Dude,
the
I
captain.
don't know, and I won't get it.
Oh,
There's
God
no
damn.
way.
He's
You're
the
asking the
boss
wrong
and
guy.
the other guys.
Yeah, and then he's also like in the Founder, which is the McDonald's.
I gotta find it. Hold on.
story.
Oh, I
that
love
guy.
that movie.
Is he the guy that takes it from the
Yeah.
McDonald
He's Ray
brothers?
Kroc.
Yeah. Oh,
He's Ray Kroc.
Yeah.
Yeah,
guy.
that guy is hilarious.
He is.
You remember this? You remember the
think
scene
I got
in Other Guys? They're at
Michael
Bed Bath and Beyond.
Michael Keaton. That's
Michael
Oh, wait.
Keaton.
Okay, yeah,
That's his
my
name.
bad.
No, he played
Go on.
Ray
What
Kroc
movie
in the
is-
Founder.
Is he like a dad in? What am I thinking?
A dad?
No, you're
No, you're right. He's a dad.
in
a
Spider-Man. He's a dad and the Vulture.
Yeah, I guess
movie.
so.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Yeah,
Man,
no,
me
so I'm
too.
with you.
Yeah.
We're thinking of some other. It's like a
Spider-Man-
sports movie.
I think Tommy. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about
We're
Michael
talking
Keaton.
about the guy that is Ray Kroc at
That's
McDonald's.
Michael Keaton.
That's Michael Keaton.
You know he's like 50. He's old, right?
Yeah, he
Michael
played
came back-
Batman. He
and
came back to
played
playing.
Batman.
Oh, he played Batman at one
Way
time.
back, like.
Oh,
way-
yeah, back- I think
like
the
in
90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
In like Batman Forever or something. But he came back and played it again. He was good in the movie. Yeah,
he
that
was
motherfucker.
Batman. I had no idea.
I liked.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
forever ago.
I liked him.
So was George Clooney, which I didn't realize. I forgot
Those were-
about
I heard
that.
about that. I
Those
never
were
watched
corny.
it.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think he
Those are
wanted to be
actually really
Batman.
funny though.
Yeah,
if you go
because
back,
Jim
they're so
Carrey's in
bad.
one of them. He's the
Yeah.
Riddler in one of them.
And then Arnold Schwarzenegger.
He's the
is
Riddler?
Dr. Freeze.
Yeah,
And it's pretty. It's bad.
I'm
they're
sure it's corny. Jim
isn't
Carrey's the
Dana
Riddler?
DeVito-
That's corny as hell.
Dana
I'm not
DeVito's
sure it's great.
Is Dana
Jim
DeVito the
Carrey's
Penguin?
hilarious.
He's the dad in
I think
Urban.
Dana
Danny
DeVito's
DeVito.
the fucking
And
Penguin.
what? And
Urban?
Herbie.
Herbie.
Oh,
I feel like I've seen-
Herbie.
Is
Oh,
that
is
the
he the
horse?
dad?
Fully loaded.
He's the dad?
Is that
Oh, he's
the,
racing. I was like, it's a sports movie, but
it's a horse
With Lindsay
racing?
Lohan?
No.
Yeah,
No,
that's
Lindsay
not,
Lohan.
dude. I love that movie.
Oh, with Lindsay Lohan?
Yeah.
I love that
53.
movie. Dude. That's a
By the
good
way, podcast.
I was like,
is getting
where the
very
hell-
off topic.
Dude, we don't have a top. What's
That's
the
a-
topic?
I don't know.
it's
Chaos.
flowing.
That's a sad case.
Smooth.
Lindsay
Dude,
Lohan.
Herbie,
Poor woman.
is that the dad?
The dad? Oh, wait.
Oh yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah,
the
that's
goatee,
him.
but yeah, that's him.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, man.
Damn, dude, I didn't
Yeah,
realize
that's him.
that. Damn, he's good.
That's Michael Keaton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
In that McDonald's movie, he I was so pissed off. Like the minute he met that woman that was married to the guy that owned one of the McDonald's. He was franchising. You know what I'm talking
I
about?
haven't seen the movie.
I've seen bits and pieces.
I knew right
Yeah.
away they were gonna be.
I didn't know he turned bad till recently, and I was like, oh no.
No, he was an asshole.
Yeah.
He treated his
Stole it.
wife like
Yeah, I did realize
he treated his wife terribly in that.
This is real life. We don't want you.
No.
I'm getting off track.
No, the character
Well-
he plays was
Oh.
In the McDonald's movie.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
The CEO of McDonald's for a really long
who
time.
like
Yeah.
took the company essentially, right?
Yeah, he
From the
did.
McDonald brothers.
Yeah.
That's just what I'm
They
getting.
didn't want to.
Yeah.
They didn't want to
He,
expand.
yeah, so he took their idea of like fast food, basically
Yeah.
what fast food was, and then the
He
reason
bought
why he
land.
started making money was he was buying the land underneath. So
Yeah.
like
Right.
McDonald's is
You're in the real estate.
You
or
remember
the
no.
real estate business.
Yeah, he is in the real
You
estate
remember the
business.
guy
You're in the burger
from
business.
Office?
Yep.
What's it?
BJ Novak.
Yeah, the
Oh,
guy
yeah,
from
he's
Office. He was the guy that introduced him to buying land.
Yeah. But McDonald's has the most land in the U.S. I think, or second most.
It just seems
And
crazy,
Bill
but-
Gates owns the land where they make the French fries.
Oh yeah.
I'm,
Wow.
I've been told that
Really?
by
Just the
this
land,
guy.
not
that-
the potatoes.
yeah, the potatoes.
Yeah.
I meant the
Oh, he owns the
potatoes.
farms.
My bad. The
oh
potato
shit,
farms.
he does own the potatoes.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
crazy.
glad
That's
you-
way more
yeah.
money, right? Than the factory. That's
yeah,
Chopping
not
them
the
up?
factory, just the potato
He's growing them.
farms. Yeah.
wow. That's cool. We know somebody who produces a lot of eggs.
Really?
Yeah, big old chicken farm by these chickens. I know somebody else that's trying to sell quail eggs.
Yeah, it used to be the
Well,
Bob Evans.
Aren't those
provider,
like
is
the
that what you're talking
tall
Yeah.
quail? Aren't they like tall? No.
Yeah, they're like smaller birds. I think they're
Yeah.
pretty small.
Talking about birds, I had a bird chase me yesterday.
No, you did
No,
not.
it was a
Wait,
black
really?
bird, like a smaller black bird.
So crow.
And
Like-
yeah, a crow. I think it was
He
a crow.
Chased you?
And my girlfriend thought it was my uncle who recently died. Like, I'm
The
telling you.
bird was?
Wait,
Yeah, I'm telling you.
In his spirit form.
In the spirit form.
Huh.
She's
That's
big
it.
into
Okay.
all that,
Okay.
like,
He's
know,
coming
like
back.
spirit stuff.
Yeah.
And,
It's a
well,
sign.
I was walking. I got
What
off work
sign is
around. What did you say?
I said, what sign is
What
she?
sign is she?
I was walking
I figured
to.
she'd be into it.
My co-host.
Oh,
Yeah,
she's
my
a
co-host.
Pisces.
I figured she'd be into it.
She's a
Yeah,
Pisces.
she's a Pisces. She's.
I have no idea what
She
that
wants
means.
me to go to one of those
Pie.
things that like read your palm and.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I'll read it.
really. Dude, in New York, there'd just be people like just on the street with a table with a sign that'd be like $10 palm readings. There's a better word for it. I don't know.
I'm telling you, this bird got so close to me.
It
I
just
didn't mean to
tell
cut
us
you
about
off,
it.
but so I got off work and I'm tired and I have a backpack that I carry at
Yeah.
all times with me because I keep all my stuff in there.
Yeah.
So
That's cool.
I'm going to the apartment complex building to talk to one of the people that work there, and I heard the chirping. I'm walking into the building, close to the building. I'm like, what is that? I look. And this bird, this black bird, was like right here at me. And next thing you know, it's like I don't know, like messing with the beak. I don't know what it was doing, but it just kept
Like
chasing
Was
me.
it pecking you?
It was.
On the head
It
in
wanted
there?
to. Like I'm telling you, I kept walking away.
Wanted your hair for
I-
its nest.
Did your uncle hate you?
No, but it just, I don't know, man. I mean, but it was weird. I like basically
wild.
did like a whole circle. I threw the bag at the bird. Like I'm telling you, whoever saw that
I was like,
in
be
for a
sitting on my
show.
porch just watching
Like,
Michael getting chased by a bird.
I didn't scream or
shit.
anything, but I got chased by 2 geese. Like
Yeah.
early, like couple
Well,
months
geese
ago.
are just protected.
I have my
Dude,
dog.
there's geese around here.
Yeah.
I've gotten like
I don't like
threatened by
geese.
geese around.
Yeah.
Threatened, but like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
they-
went around
they
the
gang
corner
up
and he
and
was
they
right
threaten you.
there.
Yeah, I don't know
Especially
what
in the spring.
I didn't know they had teeth.
I don't know what
Oh,
it
yeah?
is.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
kind of terrifying.
They
I don't wanna see
hiss.
Oh man,
My-
They're
They hiss
tiny
at you.
and
Okay.
sharp.
But
them. Yeah,
yeah,
I like little shark
it's
teeth.
the
I chase
spring.
geese
Yeah.
and I hate
It's because
geese,
when they got the
dude. I
babies,
hate it so much.
avoid them.
I got one.
Avoid them like the fucking
Yeah,
plague.
you don't want to find an.
I got one
Oh,
story
yeah,
about
your
geese.
mama.
So,
Hell yeah.
I got chased with my dog a couple times, but one time we had like 5 geese that are in Meridian Woods. They're always there. And I'm walking with my grandmother. And these geese are like right in front of the sidewalk. And they had like the little geese, how they're really protective.
Oh yeah.
They will. Well, anyway, we're walking. I'm like, okay, Nolan, we gotta wait because they're right there and they're not moving. This lady with her cane, 82 years old, just walking past, and they're like not moving. She's like hitting with the cane, and they're hissing, and I'm like, Nolan, no, you can't do that. She's like, don't move, that no, like just like I'm like.
Jeez.
I'm like a little bitch, like over here,
Hell
like
yeah, I'm not gonna go
I'm
out
not.
there.
I'm telling you, they're not nice. You grab
Yeah, you
them by
said
the
you go
neck,
after 'em.
though.
Well,
But-
yeah, I mean,
So-
whenever I go home, there's a bunch in the backyard, and I usually park in the back of my car.
Oh,
So if I
that's
see them, I just fucking haul ass, and I'm flooring it through the field,
your
chasing
truck?
the geese.
One
The truck,
time-
yeah,
or
usually
whatever.
truck, whatever I'm driving for the most part, but
Center.
those
One time
go
I got
to
a
the
golf
property.
club and I just went.
Oh my
I
god!
ran. Like I hate geese. I'm telling you, man. They're
So, no,
just.
that's illegal.
I would
You're
never.
into
No.
it.
They're no
I
longer
would never.
endangered.
No,
You can
no,
kill
no. I've never.
No.
I've
Yeah,
never.
they're not endangered.
Yeah.
They're actually
They were protected
overpopulated
still.
now.
I
They-
thought it
No,
was
they endangered
illegal.
them too long.
I
They're
thought it was
overpopulated.
illegal.
They're
You
a
can,
problem.
you can disturb a nest.
Hey,
But even
Liam,
after they were not endangered, they were still protected.
I never hit.
Now you can
I
disturb
never
a
hit
nest.
one.
I know that.
Yeah, you don't have to let the eggs hatch. You can
Oh.
you can disturb
You
the
start
nest.
kicking it.
But Cinto,
You can
I
fry
was-
that bad boy up.
Yeah.
talking
Never had a
to
goose egg.
Sally's neighbors,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure their last name's like
No, you don't have to say last
LaRosa
name.
or-
Yeah. La Rosa, that's Italian or something.
Right, and he also does shoes, right? And he was
Shoes.
saying
Hmm.
they were talking about
you know, having to put down an animal when you are gonna eat it, and they had a couple lambs, and he was like, and he was telling a story, and he was like, I remember as a little boy going over to the Cinto's house with my father, and they had like 2 lambs there, and we, you know,
We're hungry for lamb.
got lamb and took it home because they had, and I was, but they were, he was like, yeah, right in Meridian Woods, and I was like, really? You could do that back then?
Oh, yeah.
in Meridian Woods.
So also
for sure.
the Canadian
Just a
goose-
different age.
It just does seem a little out there.
I
Like,
thought
oh.
it was illegal to harm.
He was like,
So they're
I
still
thought it was a
federally
little
protected.
Yeah, I never
They're
hit
still-
it with the
they're still
goose.
federally protected.
The golf club.
I never touched one. I just threatened them.
Yeah.
Well,
it
it's funny.
says you can only hunt them during specified
But
hunting
he
seasons,
was like
but they're still
talking
federally
about
protected.
your
Yeah.
grandpa basically.
I'll tell you a funny story. So when my
and him
dad,
being like 7.
so my grandfather, he was born in Italy. So when my dad was like 4 and my uncle was like 1 or 2, my dad's my nonna's mom got sick. So my dad and my uncle went with my nonna to Italy, and eventually my grandfather went over there eventually, and they lived there for a couple years. And my dad talked about how at one time they had a pet goat. Like, it wasn't a pet, but he thought it was a pet. He was like 5.
He
And
had
it
a
was
goat.
it was there, and he said at that time he didn't speak. He spoke Italian a little bit, but not really, and all the kids were making fun of him because he was like from
Broken
America, even though his parents are Italian. He can't speak the fluent language,
Yeah.
so he didn't really have many friends at a young age. He had this pet goat though that was in the backyard. He thought it was a pet goat. He played with it all the time.
Oh.
And eventually they went to have dinner.
Yeah.
And my nonna said on the line, my nonna posted on the lines like, let's go have dinner. Like, it's going to be great. He didn't say that because he was not like he was a nice man, but not really. He was a good man, but moral of the story, moral of the story is, my dad went down to have food. He thought it was like steak, but he asked him, and it was goat or lamb or whatever the pet was. It's goat or lamb or sheep.
I bet it was good too. He
And-
didn't even
and
know.
my
What is
dad
this?
asked
That's
him
why he
what
asked.
it
He was like,
was.
"What are we eating?"
And it was his pet goat.
He's got more of this
Yeah,
stuff.
and
Well, I have another story like that.
Yeah.
My uncle, like my grandparents, like have a farm, so they had a pig, and my uncle had named him Pork Chop, and they took him to the butcher,
Yeah.
and like had like I don't
His
remember
name
what it
was Pork Chop.
Yeah,
They knew what they were doing.
but
eventually you're gonna be a pork chop.
But he was in the, like, they had butchered him and then put him in the oven, and my uncle, who was like maybe 4 or 5, was like, "Buy pork chop," and like was waving at the oven with the light on. They're like, "Yeah, we couldn't.
That's what
eat it.
you know.
We couldn't eat
His
it."
soul really leaves once you bake them. You gotta saute it.
Really soak
first,
some
alright?
love in that.
Once it's crispy, you know the soul's left.
Yeah. You gotta saute it first, and then put them in the oven. Say a little prayer. Yeah, I've heard a lot of stories like that. I don't think I've like ever had something I didn't know I was eating like that. Somebody was talking about where'd they go? Like, was it like Sicily's? And they rode like a donkey up, and then like they were having a meal, and they were like, "That was the donkey that you rode up."
Oh,
up this
gosh.
mountain."
I hope he did a good job.
So
Yeah.
Hey, thank you, animals.
so forgive me, but like
Thank you,
donkey
Caleb.
is like,
You're
what kind
delicious.
of meat is
I don't know. What is
It'd be its
donkey?
own- It'd be
meat.
its own meat. Donkey meat.
I imagine it's
Donkey
red.
meat?
Yeah.
No, like what
Tastes like
do you mean?
ass.
What kind of meat? It's gonna
Yeah.
be its own meat.
Yeah. I
What do you
mean,
call it? It's not venison. Or it's
Venison's beef.
Ass meat.
That's what I mean. Like,
Does
venison
it taste like
is
shit?
weird.
Is that why we call them ass? Is that where ass came from? I've never heard of anybody like. I might have been making donkey up. At first I was thinking llama. Then I was like, do people eat llamas?
Yeah, they
Maybe
do.
I have the story
They
wrong.
do. They do.
Maybe
llama.
it's
Do
probably
people
a
eat
llama.
camels? What are they?
Yeah, they do. In the Middle East.
Maybe
Yeah.
it was a camel.
All right, I'm going to get another brew. Does anybody-
Llama's another one though.
Oh, no,
if they were
I
in
think
South
so.
Hey,
America,
Evan,
if
can
they
I
were in
get
South America,
another
they
shot
would.
of that?
Oh, you want another
Just
shot of
a little
bullet?
bit. I don't.
Oh,
Want,
yeah.
I don't want to take it
You
all.
can't do it alone. So you
Yeah,
gotta be
I'll
one.
get you.
Yeah,
Don't
so
worry.
let's all
I'll be
get.
here
Let's
with
all
you.
do it. Let's all get one.
Let's all get one.
I just didn't know if you all want one.
Did you Uber here?
Nope.
Oh. Did you get ungrounded? No, I'm just
No,
kidding.
this will be the last one. I'm good.
I'm pouring them pretty light, if I do
Yeah.
say so myself.
Yeah, this is like half a shot. So I'm good.
I'm being.
That's your, is this yours? This one yours?
That one I think
No,
was okay.
good.
Yeah, that's
good.
I
Be
just
disciplined. we got in real trouble when we were not
Cheers.
disciplined with our.
Should we wait?
To Aaron.
Yeah, to Aaron. To Aaron.
Until
Beautiful.
Cheers.
Cheers. We took a shot in your name.
Pour me one?
Oh, we can.
No, we poured it over you, Brady.
Damn.
Here's mine.
No, it's to Aaron, yo. By the way, did anybody get Thread?
I didn't pour one out.
Thread?
This
Yeah,
feels-
yeah, it's the new like.
Oh, it's the new social media.
Yeah, new social media.
Okay, so
What?
get this.
Did not.
It's
Literally
Facebook's
Twitter.
competitor of
It's
Twitter.
so funny.
But isn't Facebook supposed to be a competitor already
Yeah.
of Twitter? And now they're launching a separate app
However, it's
that
pretty
looks
good.
identical to Twitter.
Pretty good.
Yeah, just because you would like Twitter, but you hate Elon Musk. That's what it is.
Correct.
That's what it is.
You don't like
So
Elon
you
Musk?
like
hate
you
Elon.
like the social
Okay.
media style that
What
Twitter
about?
has
Sorry.
popularized.
Yeah.
You don't like him?
I felt
No.
Really?
Oh, we've talked about this 11 episodes. No, I'm just-
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you like Andrew Tate?
No.
No.
we haven't talked about him in a while.
No.
Yeah, you guys, I don't think
You don't
we're
like that
too
the
correct
brother-
about
I hope he stays in prison.
being
He's
in
not in
jail or
prison.
whatnot.
He got arrested again.
Oh, he
What
got
are
arrested
the
again?
Yeah,
Charges.
it's the same charges.
So you like
They
his,
were
The same
waiting for a
country?
better. They were waiting for a better case.
you like his brother though?
Who is his brother? I don't know.
Uh,
I don't know
Wait,
his
is it the same
Tristan.
country he's arrested
Oh, I don't know about him. Don't know about him.
I can't imagine
I
you're
can-
informed on the issue then, to be honest.
I did
if you
not
don't know
know.
his brother,
Well, I know
can't
I know that he got
imagine.
arrested too.
When
but
did-
I
Do
don't
you know
his
if it's in
name.
the
I
same
don't know
country
him.
he was
I
arrested
don't
in the first
think
time?
he-
I mean,
yeah,
he's
he's a
still in
kickboxer,
Romania.
too.
I didn't know he was arrested.
He's not arrested
I didn't know
now,
he
is
was.
he?
I thought he got
off.
off.
I think he
He was
got
a world
rearrested or
champ, I think.
retried or
Right,
something.
his brother too.
Yeah, I
Was-
think they might have
I think
both
they-
been.
Not a world champ. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I
They
think
might
they had
have
kind of
fought-
started
no.
their business together. I thought they might have. I don't know. I don't know.
Andrew Tate's the actual
They're in
like
it together.
I know he's got a
kickboxer
Bugatti,
that
he's
like
very proud
was
of that.
supposedly
They
number
both are
one in the world.
kickboxers. Andrew Tate was world champion, I do believe.
Andrew Tate was world champion.
They
yeah.
both have been together. I mean, I think they
Okay,
started the
sorry.
business ventures
They're
together.
under
you
house
can say
arrest.
that.
They're doing a criminal investigation.
Okay.
Right, so they got released on house arrest.
And
They didn't get arrested.
Romania,
So
Gotcha.
Romania is where they.
I
were.
don't have like
They
big
got-
news, but I
they
got
got-
vague news.
they got-
I think I'm
They got
fairly.
charged again. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
They got charged again in June 21st. On June 21st, they got charged with
See,
rape and human trafficking.
I really
well.
think they're making. I
Okay.
think it's
Nice.
all lies and
I'm
people just
leaning
hate
more
them.
towards that than
People just hate
human
them.
trafficking. To be
I
honest.
think they
With how many
say
people get canceled nowadays, I could see it being BS. I
Andrew
don't know,
Tate
you know.
like just says a lot of
Well, wasn't
controversial things.
wasn't
Yeah.
one of their first
And I think-
companies like?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
it was webcams of girls. Like
Right.
they were
Which-
internet pimps.
Is it
Essentially.
is
Which-
it legal
so they
though?
probably just dug down
Yes,
until they
but
found something.
that can very
illegal.
well go into human trafficking very easily.
But it's
very quickly. Like webcam girls, like that, like a lot of that. can
but are
be
they
trafficking.
breaking the law? Like
They
But
can be. That's
I
what I'm
think
saying. It's
they
very
can be
possible.
if
So
they
the
do
TikToks
things.
There's a lot of
YouTube
gray
shorts
areas
out,
Yes,
where
like-
you could cross
Yeah.
lines and not even
Yeah.
know.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Very
It's-
possible.
I get
It
what
seems
you're
like
saying.
it's illegal, and then you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
You could
They
go.
got-
He's always
you could be
explaining.
illegal for
So I
Yeah.
assume everyone has heard, not to be a little off topic, I said Elon Musk, about him and Mark Zuckerberg.
Might fight fire.
Wow.
I
What
heard
is
about
that?
that.
Does
Dude.
that have any grounds?
I've
heard
they
about
both said they'd be down to do it. They
Zuckerberg
both
is
said they
very
were.
good at
think
my
that's
tie,
any
though.
Yeah. I think-
Zuckerberg's faster and more
Who knows?
experienced.
In the
I'm hoping
Coliseum.
Elon's big body's him.
I'm
He's
thinking
50 though.
Elon could be over.
But
his
is he
head.
like
I'm an
50?
Elon fan, to be honest. I like.
He's like
Zuckerberg-
50, isn't he?
Zuckerberg's
He's
He's
like
gonna
old.
size him up. I
No,
don't
but
know.
He
Zuckerberg
could, though. He
actually
could.
like experienced in martial arts.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is.
Oh,
He
he's
is.
got like
He
a
has
black.
like-
Oh yeah,
he
dude.
has like a-
shit.
Yeah, it's
Elon.
bad.
He's
It's
really
bad.
good at my time.
You are.
No,
Elon's-
he's really good at my time.
But
Yeah, Elon's like
I don't know.
50 and kind
So,
of
He
chubby.
doesn't. I've never seen him do anything athletic
No.
at all whatsoever.
Which
No, you
guy
bring a
played
flamethrower.
Mark Zuckerberg in Social Network?
Jesse Eisenberg.
The guy from
Oh yeah.
Zombieland.
Okay.
Him and then the guy who played Spider-Man. They were both in it, right?
Yeah, Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield. Thank you.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that new Spider-Man?
I did.
Spider-Verse?
Okay.
Not.
The second Spider-Verse.
Tobey
It's very
Maguire is the only Spider-Man I watch.
good. Hey, fair enough, man.
Yeah.
He's
I-
good.
Spider-Man's
I will
got a lot
say-
at speed.
I haven't seen the second.
I will
I haven't
say
seen
You
it.
don't like him?
Well, so Tobey Maguire was the one from my childhood, so like
Yeah.
you look back at it fondly, but when you like re-watch them,
Oh, a bunch, 1,000 times.
it's not near like the new ones are very good.
You
Like,
think they're better?
Well, okay,
Well,
Tobey Maguire
obviously-
doesn't look like a teenager. That's the
Well,
first issue.
yeah.
Like he doesn't like Spider-Man's supposed to be a teenager.
In the first one, he's
Well, now
close,
he's, like,
but he's
four-
He's
I feel
close
like
in the first
Since
one.
well, I,
I'd
No,
say-
no,
I
but-
grew up on that. Now I'm like, well,
but
Spider-Man's
you-
14.
I know.
heck?
He looks
But
like a
even if you
baby
look-
now.
But even if you look at like Tobey Maguire, he still looks like he's 25.
Andrew
He hasn't
Garfield even
changed.
looked old too. in
Andrew
his-
Garfield looked old.
Yeah.
The new
Yeah.
one,
He's the only one that looks of to be a high schooler.
yeah, and
but-
he does a pretty good job. I think he might be the better.
Garfield?
No.
No, Tom Holland.
Tom Holland.
Is that the
I
guy
think
that's like-
Holland's top tier for
Top-
sure. I don't know
Yeah.
if he's better. He might. I don't know. I don't know if the
Holland-
movies are
Definitely
better.
not mad
but
at
he
the
plays
changes.
it.
They've
Yeah,
got
he
the
does it
budget
well.
now for
Yeah.
him.
Didn't
I mean, they
he
have the
start
budget
his
for him.
Spider-Man,
I
like,
feel like
through,
that's
like,
a lot
an
of it. They
Avengers
built the
movie
Marvel
or
thing,
something
and then
like
they're
that?
hitting
Which one?
Spider-Man.
Right.
The Tom Holland guy.
Yeah.
Didn't
Yeah.
he start Spider-Man
Civil
like?
War.
Yeah, he
he
started
was
in
good.
Captain America Civil
Yeah.
War.
So he
Yeah,
finally
he was
had his
good.
own Spider-Man
Yeah,
movie.
He's got 3.
He's got 3 now.
Yeah.
And they're talking about 4. And I saw Tobey
Yeah.
Maguire's confirmed for
I've
number
not
4.
seen
What?
one of those.
But I don't know how
Haven't
positive
seen
that
one.
is.
Of the newer.
Tom Holland,
Tobey
yeah.
Maguire is good for
They're
nostalgia,
good.
but like looking at
You don't
Tom
think
Holland
it's
is probably.
But he's the
better.
only one that's got the actual
I know.
shit, man.
That's true. That's true.
But in general, Tom Holland is the better Spider-Man. Like acting wise, like the acting is like
He's definitely...
increased.
Yeah.
I
I think Andrew Garfield didn't get a fair shot.
No, he didn't.
Dude, we've all
Right.
seen it. They
I haven't
killed him,
seen
man.
Garfield.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Oh, man, that's sad.
Well, it's
I
also
went
because
and
they
did
That the one
broke
with
up.
him.
I would-
Yeah.
Haven't seen either of them.
Is that the one with Emma
I'm
Stone?
pretty sure I
Yeah.
went and did ceiling
I
tiles
like the
with
first
Dad
one of that.
at
That was a good one.
Breaking
Yeah,
Bad.
it was
with
a
the
good one.
reptile.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good one. His
Miles Morales though. that's
girlfriend's dad died.
I never
in that.
watched
Yeah, yeah.
I like
Spider-Man
him.
and
And then in the
Spider-Verse
second one,
and-
she dies, right?
Spider-Verse
Yeah.
was good.
Does the
She's
same. Like he
Spider-Man.
goes
Okay.
and then she's
The
bounces off the
second
floor.
movie is horrible. She
Yeah.
has
Andrew
well,
Well,
not
because they
horrible, but
screwed
it's
Jamie
heartbreaking.
Foxx. Because Jamie Foxx looked horrible. They could have done him
Yeah.
better.
Was he a
And
bad
then they
man?
killed.
Was he a villain?
Yeah, he was the electric dude. And then they killed Emma Stone, and that was like she
It was
hit hard. Dude.
Crazy,
Like,
yeah. It's like, oh, Spider-Man's about to save the day, coming clutch. Oh, she's dead.
shit.
Oh, what do we do now?
Did they make a third one? With
No.
him?
No,
because-
after that they
because-
said nope.
Well, Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield have broken up in
Dude,
real
it's
life,
hard.
and then they didn't want to
Dude,
go.
when they kill off
I
the
didn't know
main
that.
female,
I was
I
wondering why
noticed
there
this.
wasn't a
I
third.
just quit the series.
That's why they
I'm just
killed
like,
her.
Well,
fuck
maybe
this,
she wasn't
man.
really dead.
I'm done.
That's
I just
I'd
did it with
watch it.
Mr.
That
Robot.
makes
I was
more
watching
sense.
Mr.
Why they
Robot.
killed her off?
The chick dies.
Oh man.
Sorry if you haven't seen it. The chick died, and I haven't been back. And I'm like,
In
damn.
what?
I did the same thing with Dexter. Mr.
Oh, yeah.
Robot was the. Yeah, I only
Dexter.
made it to the season finale. I'm not gonna say which one just because I'm trying not to spoil it. But like, once
If you
that
haven't
season
watched
finale
it,
happened
yes.
and she died, I was like, well, I didn't know I was done, but I never went back. Just never went back to the show. I was like, fuck it.
There's a
Fuck it,
couple.
man.
There's a couple good seasons
Gotta
after
die
that.
with the
though.
character, I guess.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Go
I'm like,
down
he's
with
gonna
the
be all
ship.
sad and shit. I don't want to watch this.
Nah, he's good after that.
I'm sure he's.
Yeah.
He's fucking
Doesn't he have a
depressed.
kid eventually? Right?
Well, he has the kid already,
Oh,
and then she dies. Yeah,
Yeah, that
that's
show's a
whole
little
thing.
crazy. Yeah.
Talking about Dexter.
A fantastic first 2 seasons though. Like,
No, you keep
Incredible.
going. I would say up till the last
going,
2
dude.
seasons.
It's
The
not
last 2
happening.
seasons suck.
How many people did he kill?
A lot.
Oh,
Like,
so
how many
many.
people do you think? Because I watched
Like,
we're not talking John Wick numbers, but it's up there.
John Wick's killed a lot of people.
and he killed them,
But
but
John-
there was
John
a
Wick's done
reason
it a
to kill
different
him,
way.
right?
Yeah.
He tries
Dexter
to
has like a
justify-
whole.
Yeah, very easily you could say he kills people that deserve to be
Deserve
killed.
it.
They're like other murderers.
Most
He's a
of
good
most
mover.
of the time.
Yeah.
Most
Does he
of the
kill
time.
some people that
Yeah.
don't
There's
deserve
a
it
few,
at
there's a
all?
few times he fucked up. There's like one time he like actually
Oh,
thought they killed somebody they didn't, And then,
Oh wait, I remember that. That's
Yeah.
pretty early.
Yeah.
What, and he killed somebody that shouldn't have
Yeah.
died?
He's still a
Yeah,
psychopath.
he's
He
not-
Oh,
should've-
he's an absolute
murderer.
psychopath.
Did he still deserve to die? Though?
No.
No, not
No,
at
no,
all.
he thought this dude was a murderer. Totally wrong. Totally
Complete
wrong
innocent guy.
Well,
Yeah, hate to kill the wrong guy.
and then like really
That's
turned him off
hilarious.
murder for like 3 episodes, and then he got like really back into
A
it.
couple weeks there, he's like, I don't know, guy. Nah, I'm gonna start killing him again.
Man,
As long as he's over 50-50.
It's batting
really
average,
took
pretty
back
good.
over.
Is that on Hulu, Netflix?
That was on Netflix for a while,
was
but
on.
I feel like
don't
it's
know
not
if
anymore.
I
It might
want
be.
to start
It's
watching it again.
on
My dad
something.
got
I've seen
into it.
it might be on. It's on fucking Amazon for sure.
Oh, there you go.
I don't have
Yeah. Amazon. Oh, Jeff.
Oh, Jeff
Prime
Bezos.
Day
He got
is
ripped,
coming
dude. He's kind of buff.
Did you what?
Jeff Bezos, he's a little. Ever since he broke up with her wife, dumped him. He's kind of buff, dude.
Okay, so like.
Didn't she
Okay,
cheat
so
on
the
him?
fight
No,
is
no,
Jeff
he
Bezos
cheated
on
versus
her.
Yeah,
right?
and then she became the richest woman in the
Supposedly.
world.
Yeah.
Of
And-
course.
It's pretty
It's
obvious.
supposed to be in the Coliseum.
What
Which
is?
one? The
Elon.
Wait, in the
Elon-
actual
the fight.
Coliseum?
Yeah, Rome offered it.
Roman Coliseum?
Dude,
They
that's,
no way.
that's fucked
The
up.
oldest,
That's how you know the
hugest
world is
fighting
no
platform
way.
in history.
Holy
Battle to
cow.
the death.
That's the
Fucking-
most amazing thing I've ever heard.
That would be
That's
the
how you-
biggest fight.
How
of
Can
all
we go?
time.
How
Can
can
we
we
go?
back out now?
Dude, I can't imagine how much that would be to sit in the Coliseum and watch that fucking.
That-
I didn't
Elon
know-
Musk
are there
and
any
Mark
seats left?
Zuckerberg. Okay, but like Jeff Bezos definitely has taken steroids, right? Probably.
With how
Definitely
big
probably.
he got, dude, it's a
Probably.
decent chance.
Right. So are we saying
I thought he was.
no hold back for this fight, right?
What,
Or
you
what
think
Must
they're
they're
start
both
taking
gonna-
steroids because if
You
he can
think
start
they're
taking
both
steroids,
gonna come in ripped?
You think?
Like,
I mean,
real
Elon
ripped?
better be start taking steroids if
he's
he's gonna
like
fight
50
this man,
something,
right?
dude. Wait, how
Is
old's
he fighting Zuckerberg or is he fighting Bezos?
I thought it was Zuckerberg.
how old is Zuckerberg? How old is Zuckerberg?
He's got to be in his 30s.
And he's smaller.
Well, yeah,
Okay,
but
yeah, you're right. He's
Musk
smart.
is much older.
only
And I feel like Elon
Musk,
might
yeah,
have
'cause-
that
'cause
strength.
Zuckerberg-
You know,
He's
that
got
hard
strength. He's old,
He's a
dude.
different kind of different.
He found a
He's
Facebook
50
in
something.
college,
He's different,
right?
yeah.
He
He's
might
got
pull out that,
neurodivergent
like, you hit
on
him once and he growls and you're kind of like,
39.
uh-oh.
Do you guys believe
Yeah, I
it's
feel like
2000
Elon's got that bull in him.
It's
I don't think he
2023. Isn't that nuts?
He's
Isn't that
gonna
crazy?
pull out some
Because
weapon he
what kind
created
of
on the
man
spot.
goes from nerdy to
23
taking
years
over
since we
the
started
world, the
counting.
most richest?
I mean, I think
Without-
Zuckerberg. I think Musk will talk a lot of shit. I don't know if he'd actually fight.
I don't like Zuckerberg.
Yeah, you're probably
but
right. The fight will never happen, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
what
like-
I'm thinking.
I'd be
It's like-
surprised. Musk
I
is
don't
just
know.
so old. I mean, I know he's in his 50s. Am I wrong on that? He's got to be mid to late 50s. I
No,
think.
he's in his 50s.
Yeah, I
Probably.
mean,
Is
he's
he?
going up against
50s?
oh, dude, he's old,
Alexa,
man.
how old is Elon Musk?
52.
Elon Musk is 52 years old.
He's old, man. He's getting up there.
Getting up there.
Man.
Alexa,
You know, how many kids he got?
how
he
old
thinks
is
he's gonna be
that's
populating
young.
another planet.
That's young when you're as rich as he is.
Mark Zuckerberg's 39.
Elon, that's 52's young when you're
Yeah,
as
that's
rich as
12
if
year
you-
difference.
If you stay
That's a
Those
young
40s
Musk
hit
is in
hit you
shape.
rough, man.
Yeah, that's a young
He's
bugger.
not out of
Zuckerberg's
He's not in
39.
good shape. He's not.
Zuckerberg's 39. Elon.
He
Elon,
might
what are we
take
doing
it back.
here?
Okay,
What are we
Elon will
doing
get in
here?
shape though.
No,
No,
he
he won't.
You don't think he'll
No,
get in shape
oh,
for
Musk
that?
will talk mad shit.
Yo, also
He'll talk
about
mad
him,
shit.
he
and he'll try to
limited
take the
Twitter
easy way out,
using.
like he always does.
Oh, really?
I'm sorry, that's lame. Elon Musk, he limited the amount of tweets you can view in a day.
Yep.
Now, obviously,
Really?
I don't
What?
reach that
Yeah.
limit, but it's kind of lame that there's a limit. In
Once
I
that.
you
had to-
scroll past your limit, you can't
Yeah,
see
you're
the
done.
fresh.
Or you
It's
gotta pay.
hundreds,
You gotta
right?
pay.
But
You gotta pay.
it's to
You have to
prohibit
Mhm.
or inhibit bots from like siphoning the site for hundreds. And
Well, we're
hundreds
all
of tweets.
against bots, but is that really the reason behind it?
Well, so like
What other reason?
for example,
you got?
for
Nobody
example,
else is viewing that many. It's
No,
it's an
there's-
absurd
hold on,
amount. It's
hold on,
like
hold on.
hundreds of tweets.
I can
don't
I
get
can
there.
I can tell you one
get
example of a guy
on.
that definitely used that many. Is that Fabrizio Romano, and he does all the transfers for soccer. So he is viewing thousands of tweets. He literally got so pissed when Twitter did this. He was like, "Fuck me! Like, I have to pay now." because
Little
he's
Romano
viewing.
and your-
Oh
that
wait,
makes
if you
sense.
pay, you don't have to. You know,
It's like you gotta pay like.
That's
no,
the
it's
family
still
I
a
was
larger
talking
limit.
about.
There's still a limit.
That
Yeah, there's still a limit.
can't the Romano.
It's capped out,
okay.
which is
What did I
crazy.
say before?
Because I pay
I
on
don't
the
think you said a
FWD.
name. I think you
account.
said
No,
that.
he
Right.
did say
He
that.
did
He
say
also
that.
He
It
did
wasn't
say
that.
that. It wasn't Romano.
It wasn't that.
You know,
Charge
you
all
remember
the
Vinny
transfer
Romano?
fees.
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah,
calls
yeah.
him.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
his family.
Okay, yeah, Vinny,
I
yeah.
don't know how he just
His
made a
dad-
full circle.
his-
somehow.
He said Romano, man.
Fabrizio Romano. He's in Portugal.
Dude, that's a sick
That's
ass
the
last
family I
name.
was talking
That's a
about
good name.
earlier.
Romano, that's it.
Fabrizio. I think it might be Italian.
Man, yeah, you should sprinkle some Parmesan on that. It
Yeah.
sounds like it's filled with
My,
mozzarella.
my last
That's
name.
the family I was talking about
Yeah.
earlier that went over to his house for the slaughter.
Yeah.
And he said that, and I was like, what?
Vinny was
So
in-
whatever name I said
Yeah,
before.
Vinny
not
was
right.
in my class. But my last name sounds Mexican, honestly. Cinto. It's really
Not
Chin.
really.
It's really Chinto,
Yeah.
but
it's
it's-
really Chinto.
that's how you pronounce
Really?
it. But it's still
That's how you
spelled.
pronounce
If we
it?
were back in Italy, they would be like,
Was it the C
Michael
with the...
Chinto. Is that
It-
right?
Is it
Chinto?
It's just C-E-N-T-O.
Okay. I didn't know if it was the C with the...
I'm gonna have to cut this.
The like.
Yeah, the little thing under.
Do I gotta
No,
cut
I
this?
don't think it is. You,
Nah,
you
we're
can
good.
show me,
What are
but
we talking about?
He said it himself.
what? What'd I say?
Your last name.
You don't care that your last name's on here, right? I don't have to cut this shit, right?
They're gonna find you, Cinto.
If you want, I don't care.
I told
will.
them where the
They have
apartment
his
complex.
name. They know where he lives.
They don't know.
Say,
where I-
Cinto, you know I got
famous.
your back. You know
They-
I got your back.
They don't know my number. Nobody knows where I. No.
Nah, you're.
If
What?
I could ask them to
Now-
say it,
Dude,
like,
my name is
Now
for
you're
sure
making
out
me-
there. My vague
Look.
location.
It's
You
definitely-
can dial in my location via my streams in the podcast.
I got
For
a,
sure,
I got
right?
a
I
dog.
don't think so. The right person, yeah.
I got a
I
dog
have to
that
think
the
so.
minute they
We
came
also
into
said
my
what city
apartment
we're in, so.
would just go crazy on them. So don't gotta worry about it.
No worries. I'm good.
Take that. Mess with Draco, you get fucked up.
No, he's insane.
I believe it.
He's a good dog.
He looks like Kobe if Kobe was full size.
Yeah.
Full of terror.
He's a
Yeah.
great dog. He's just not. He's got like. I don't know.
What kind of dog is he?
He's a German Shepherd Rottweiler.
Oh, Rottweiler.
He's
That's a
good.
heck of a dog.
I knew he was a shepherd.
Here, he's
German
good.
Shepherd Rottweiler.
He's just a
That's
good
some
dog.
juxtaposition right there.
Here, that's it.
Oh, he looks cool.
Yeah,
He looks like he'd fuck some people up too. Like if he had to.
He's very.
He looks like he's cool until he's really not. He's gonna fuck you
Well,
up.
he won't mess with any of you guys. It's other dogs. He's real reactive. Until you get him off leash and next to him, it looks like he's gonna like really mess him up. Just the way he barks, but like off leash or whatever, he's pretty cool with other dogs. It just doesn't look like that. But like the minute like somebody fucked with like my girlfriend or me, oh he would.
Oh, he's not about it.
No, like the geese I told you that was charging us that one time.
Oh yeah.
We're like right
if you
by.
let him loose, would you think he would take on that pile of geese?
No, yeah.
You,
I
he
think
said,
would
I
get a
know he
geese.
would. Yeah.
Well, it's just like
A geese.
we were walking and yeah, I had him on leash and the tree was like right in the middle, and he somehow got on the other side of the tree and this geese got real close, like he was charging us on the lake. I'm talking, he's just paddling by, and next thing you know, I see this geese is flapping his wings coming directly at me. I'm talking directly at us, and he gets off the water or whatever, starts walking up slowly, and there's this tree that's like right in the middle of where we are. Draco gets on one side, I'm on the other side, so I'm like, I have to like walk around, and this geese is just slowly walking up, and Draco just gets all on his paws, and this geese starts like flapping his wings. And next thing you know, like I had to like walk around this tree, and Draco just like tried to bite this
Hell yeah.
freaking geese, and he just swam
They're a
away.
nuisance.
I think you could take on a pack of 6, 8,
Yeah.
12.
Oh, the
damn
dog?
near.
Who knows?
Or you?
The dog. I mean, I could take on a pack of 100.
All you gotta do,
Yeah, I'm taking the geese off.
all you gotta
Well, I
do,
don't know about
This
100.
you could-
you gotta
Okay,
grab,
44
you gotta
rifle
grab
at
him
a
by
Okay,
the
but you're
neck.
talking about
Whoa,
a
whoa,
rifle. I was thinking about
How
straight
many
shot.
fourth graders could you take on Bare hands.
Fourth grade.
Bare
Fourth
hands.
grade.
4th grade.
200.
200.
200
I
by
think you
yourself?
get winded after
you're
you're
gonna get
50,
winded,
dude.
dude. I mean,
I'm telling
well,
you.
how heavy is a
I was
4th grader?
thinking I'm
Okay.
good for
80
at
pounds?
least
80
Yeah.
pounds?
At least.
Well, the way the
10.
parents
I
are
mean, for sure
feeding
10.
their kids.
I
Plus,
tell you,
they can
even
just surround
dozen.
you. It's
A
two
dozen
versus
versus
even
one.
dozen.
Right,
I could
after
do-
like 50.
Do I have a weapon?
No!
No, bare hands,
No.
man. You were
Now,
just.
am I
you're-
surrounded?
so I
or
can't
are they
have
coming
some-
at me one by one?
No, they're surrounded.
All right,
There's no
no,
way you can
you're
just
lined
surround
up
them.
like it's
No.
You're lined up?
You're lined up like
Lined
it's
up
man
to
to
the-
man, but it's one on.
Oh yeah, I can
Whatever.
kill.
What?
Yeah, that's
That's
how
a
you
totally
start.
different
Wait, you
scenario.
mean
That's how
I
they start. They can do whatever they want.
In
They
that
got a
case, I'm
game
getting
plan.
like 200.
Yeah.
you mean
No, they're not staying lined up.
you're
Or
talking?
1v1.
I'm in the middle.
No, they're not
How many
staying
picks
lined
can
up.
I
Okay, am I in the
No,
middle and
they're-
there's like 200
They're lined up
people?
in battle and you're by yourself.
Yeah, it's like an actual like.
Oh, they're
full-on,
lined up.
As
Oh,
soon as-
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, okay.
No, I still believe it.
I mean,
I think
dude,
we all
the
can
10 I'm
handle
winning.
it.
They're gonna
For
fight
sure.
dirty.
No.
They're
Oh,
gonna.
yeah.
They're fourth.
They're
They're
going
gonna
right
fight
for the
dirty.
Oh, they're
going
going right for your nuts. All of
Dude,
them.
They're right at that length.
I feel
too.
like the trick is you
Fourth
gotta grab them by the
graders, for
leg,
sure.
man, and just use them to hit
Oh,
the other
no.
kids. I think
Yeah,
that's
if
the only
you
way to
have
do it.
one of them,
If you get one, I think you're set. I
it
mean,
is true. They're 4th graders. Their mentality's not there. You kill like 2 of them.
they're
The
gone.
rest of them are defeated already.
The first,
That's true.
okay, you may have to cut this out, but the first kid that came my way, I go right for the eyes. I'm talking right for the eyes, man. And once that kid, once everybody else sees the eyes come out of this kid's head, they're all gonna run away.
I can't
You're good for a
imagine.
couple hundred.
My bad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get dark. but
Hey, you were protecting yourself against 4th graders. What do you want?
if anybody was gonna harm me, I would go for the eyes. If
That
I
makes
feel like
sense.
they're really gonna like,
What if they got glasses?
Go through the glasses.
I don't know.
Cut
'cause
your hand
Yeah,
out.
my
like you wear
job,
glasses.
like I deal with, like I go to
Some
neighborhoods and other workers will be there, like fixing up the house. So there'll be trucks in the driveway,
Oh yeah.
and so I gotta ask them to move, or Will ask them to move. And you know, sometimes they'll get like not hostile, but they'll be like no, and they'll like get all up in your face, and so you know,
Move.
if that ever happened, if somebody was like, I would go for their eyes.
I'm just saying, if they got athletic goggles on, 'cause they're preparing for battle, you know. That
Yeah, what if
dust out the eyes.
a fourth grader with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar glasses
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Ooh.
Goggles.
Okay,
came
so
at you?
Dude, I do a spark
I
kick
don't
to
know.
him.
So if
I think they're all coming with athletic
okay, so
goggles.
if somebody was gonna fight you and you knew they were wanting to hurt you real bad, where would you hit? Like where
I'm
would
playing
you?
as
depends who
dirty
it
as they
is.
are. I'm playing as dirty as they are.
Every time
But are
you
you gonna
break
wait
that
to find out
nose,
how
you
dirty
break
they
that
play?
Oh no,
nose.
I'm
Because you
kicking.
don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
you could
kicking.
get another buddy.
Where
Somebody
would you
has
go?
a dirty
Where would you
advantage.
go?
No, I know.
Nose?
So I'm saying I'm kicking.
Would you hit him in the nose?
Kick 'em what?
Depends on who I'm
Anything I
fighting,
can.
but I mean, if it's
Okay.
someone I really
Nose,
hate, I'll
eye.
punch him in the
You're
nose.
fighting
dude.
a guy about your height and weight.
Oh, I'm going for the nose, dude.
You're going
My
for
nose
the
is big
nose.
enough to target. He'll go for
Easiest to
mine.
break.
I'm going for his first.
It is the easiest bone to break.
Yeah. The bad thing is
You
you
go
kill
uppercut.
someone by breaking their nose.
Yeah, you don't want
That's
to go
the only-
uppercut. You don't
Yeah.
want to. You gotta go cross.
Yeah, don't
the
go
nose.
straight into it.
No.
Get an eye or two between, you know.
Yeah, go across the nose. You can't go up into the nose because you'll kill him.
Yeah, see, because my
Wait,
if I had
somebody?
like put someone
If
out,
you
I think
break
I'd
their
grab the
nose
head and like go over
shove
the
a
knee.
muscle
Yeah.
back
I think
into
that
it,
would kill
knee
him.
so you go straight.
Knees could be there. I mean, 'cause if you
it'll
knee in the nose,
pierce the
that's
brain to where they
that's
can
a lot of
die.
damage.
Oh.
Bleed and die.
I think
Yeah.
you're good there. A knee to the nose, they're
A lot
living,
easier
but
than you
they're
think.
feeling that. They're not getting
Going
up.
straight on
They're
to
not
it.
getting
Yeah.
up.
Dude, one time, oh my god. You remember this? We were at the old house and we had trampoline ride playing popcorn. My friend kneed himself in the nose playing popcorn.
Did he
Blood in the
break
trampoline.
his nose?
He broke
Probably.
his nose. He came to school with a cast. Well,
But he
not a
didn't-
cast, but
Can we-
a brace.
Can I
I was
ask
like,
who it was,
damn.
or we gotta
It was
leave?
Ben.
Oh.
That's as much as you're getting.
Oh, I think I know what.
Yeah, you probably
I think I broke my ass on you guys' mini
Benjamin?
trampoline. Trying to do
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
pull
I
ups.
remember, we were jumping off the mini trampoline, swinging on the pull-up bar.
I think I had
And
my
then-
feet under your ceiling with the pull up bar or something, and I came crashing down.
It just let go, and you just went slamming on the side of it.
I think I was in tears that one. I thought I broke my ass. Dude, that one.
Yeah, I was like, either we gotta call the hospital, we gotta
I think
call
your
his
mom bought a bag of ice out,
But
and I'm
then-
just holding it. I'm like, oh my
But
god.
then Tommy cried it out with a bag of ice
that
on his
fucking hurt,
ass.
dude.
That was
God,
fantastic.
that mini trampoline was awesome. So,
Dude, we should get a mini trampoline here.
but wait, do you guys have stairs here? 'Cause I just saw a
Dude.
video of
Or
us
we're
doing sleds
Okay, so
down those stairs.
I know-
a little
sledding
while
down
I
ago.
know this is a
Stairs.
firehouse.
Oh,
so is there
man.
like a fire pole?
There's no fire.
What the
pole.
fuck?
What
the fuck?
TV has been
No
lying to
fire
us this whole time.
No
There's
fire
only
pole,
one
no
pole in
Dalmatian.
Indianapolis.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's a. Is it in Carmel? I think it's in.
That is the lamest thing I've ever
Of course,
heard.
That's
it's in
horrible.
Carmel.
I
That's
never
a fact
knew
I
that.
wish I did
Carmel
know.
has everything.
What are we doing at the rest of these fire
I
stations?
don't know. We should
Cli-
put a fire pole.
climbing stairs
I'm
like
putting
we're
a fire
fucking.
pole in.
Didn't we always talk about doing it at your
Egyptian
house?
walking
Aaron? I
down
thought
the
we,
stairs.
we want to do a
Put
fire.
the fire pole.
No, at the
Absurd.
lake house. Aaron, didn't
The
we
lake
talk
house
about
has a
lake
great spot
house?
for a fire pole.
We had a great spot
Which
for
home?
it. Yeah,
Which
the
one?
first
The-
one,
the-
right?
Of the animal house.
Is that what you
The
call it?
OG.
Right where the TV is. You just need to drop
Oh,
that
she's
bitch
still
straight
alive.
down.
Do you guys still? Is that still your guys'?
Oh yeah, I was there last week.
Oh, dude,
Oh,
I
yeah.
miss it.
I
It's
prefer
been
I prefer
redone.
that.
Floor is redone.
Oh, it had to
we
be
just did the
redone.
basement.
Had to be
Really?
redone.
Yeah,
Damn.
after,
Pretty
after
nice.
they collapsed through the
I haven't
roof.
been there in years.
Yeah,
Jesus.
stupid.
Wait, what
I wasn't a
happened?
part of that.
Wait,
There
what
was,
happened? You what happened?
Oh,
You
man.
got it. What, were you there?
I was not. I just heard the roof caved in.
Was this recently?
It rained in the living
Was
room
this this year?
I wasn't
years ago. years ago.
I wasn't there for that, but I was there the time before.
Oh,
Was
yeah.
that would probably
Was I not with you then?
cost it.
I was
It's
there.
not a great highlight of my past.
So you were on
a
top
little
of
bit
the
of
roof?
background. A little bit of background.
Well, I went to the lake house for a weekend. Already been in trouble throughout the week, but we don't gotta go into detail of that. And so I was planning to have people at the lake house, and then I got in trouble, and then I had to reconvince my parents to let me go. And we did, and we finally made it to the lake house. There's some people there. Some of us get on the roof, you know.
That's a tall roof too.
Yeah, we were just
tall
having
and
a brew.
steep,
We just
like-
were
Yeah.
sitting down.
As soon as you fall off that
No
roof,
big
you
deal.
fall off like the
Dude,
rest of
you're
the hill.
gone,
Yeah,
so
right.
you keep
You're going
rolling.
all the way down to the water.
That's why you were sitting down.
Hey, didn't I
Sitting
like,
heavy, apparently.
Didn't I like
And,
fireworks off?
Then the
like there one
rest of
time?
the
Oh,
night
yeah.
proceeds as regularly as it does.
Ah.
And then Pete comes into my room at
Man, that, like,
4:03,
hit
I
me.
think it was.
Oh,
It was 4 in the morning.
Starting a
And
fire.
he said,
Car.
Hammonds, it's raining
in a
in your
car?
living room. I think you said Hammonds, it's raining in your living room.
Me and you or I
The
did?
time.
Oh, and it was
All of us.
down.
The time before that,
Technically
we
me.
had also gone and sat on the roof.
Yeah, but wait,
I just remember. I forget
Alright,
what.
You don't gotta say that,
I started
man.
light. Yeah.
I
Too
mean,
much information.
Did you do anything?
It was. I walked in and it was
Like-
coming down
like,
heavy
there you go.
in like 3 spots.
You like
Oh my
fireworks?
God. Just dripping to
No.
hell.
No.
It kept raining at night.
I wasn't there for that.
I put down some buckets.
I wasn't there for that, and I'm glad I wasn't.
Michael was just talking about how when we were there,
I
we
look-
were setting off bottle rockets.
Yeah, I was.
Oh,
I
man.
walked out there. and
We're
started
just setting it
lighting
off through a
fireworks.
Gatorade bottle, right, and shooting them up, and then one of them goes straight up, doesn't explode,
Yeah, it
comes
was
straight
bad.
back down and lands on Mom's minivan that I drove that weekend. And then we're just like, oh no, no, please don't blow up. And then we just, and we were like, no, but everything was fine. They didn't leave us
Oh
right.
my
that-
God!
was it Charlie?
Speaking of
Was it
bands,
the 4 of us that weekend?
Yeah.
That was a good weekend.
Yeah,
dude.
that was a good.
I think I gotta throw you under the
Because
bus.
I think it was the 3 of us, and you showed up. I think like
No,
I
I
was
went.
sober
I
for
went
that.
with. I came with your. I think I came with you guys.
We all drove. Yeah.
We all
No,
drove?
together.
We all rode
Yes,
in the van.
yes,
Oh,
I
shit.
remember.
No, we
Yeah,
went down
I
to
Did
Someone
someone
there
show
for that.
up like a
It
day
was the
later or
time-
something?
That was the
Did
time
Will show up?
before it
I
happened.
thought someone
No.
else showed up that weekend.
I don't remember.
No,
being
it
there.
was just
the
us
same
four.
day.
Maybe it was just.
Well, you weren't
I don't know.
awake.
No,
I know, but I
remember because we had that like
seeing
glass
the result
table out in the
before.
garage.
The round
was
table in
only
the garage.
upstairs.
Was the
I know, but I
workers.
don't remember seeing that either.
Good old.
Dude, I'm
workers.
telling you, it was the
Yeah.
same.
That was
Now-
the poker table.
Okay.
It was the
poker table,
craziest
wasn't
So
it?
the glass table that we
The
used
glass
to
table was
use
the
on
one.
outside.
Yeah, it was a
So
glass
now
table.
that we put it in the lake and you can use it for palm.
Yeah, we played drinking games.
Yeah, I
in the
remember
lake.
one
That's
time.
very
Right,
nice.
right at perfect level, so you can just
That's nice.
Yeah.
stay in the water
And just-
and play at the same time, or flip cup, or whatever you want.
Wait, what did you
That's
say?
cool.
We
Aaron.
take the water or take the table and put it in the water.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. It's fantastic
That's
because
cool.
like beer pong in the water is fantastic.
Because you see like the floatable tables that you can play beer pong on and put in your pool, but it never works.
Yeah,
So
I remember.
we just take a table and put it at the perfect level. Where
Yeah, it's like waist
right
deep.
above.
It's just right above
That's
the water.
very, very nice.
You're just chilling. It's beautiful.
Obviously, that's new house, right?
The
Yeah,
new
you guys
house,
gotta come down.
Another
oh
perfect
yeah, I've been
addition.
to the new house feels like a beach. Man.
It's so fun.
Like I'm telling you, I
It's
went
nice.
to the beach recently in South Carolina, and I was just like, the lake house is better.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, it really was.
A new addition. Hot dog roller.
We got a hot dog roller.
It's literally
the best thing.
Literally
in
the
world.
size of a speedway roller that you
Really?
they have all the taquitos and everything on.
Oh,
And
20 dogs on.
yeah,
Oh.
40 I think it holds.
40?
40 dogs on.
Dude.
And then you just leave and go in the water, and then you come back and it's like, oh my god, hot dogs are rolling right
He
now.
put sausage on there.
Yeah, it's like brats.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
like-
I was
Throw all
gonna
kinds of
say
shit
you
on
gotta
it.
go
We
with
did.
you gotta go with brat or Italian
Yeah.
sausage.
Oh, that's
we
nice.
threw it
Little
on.
peppers, you know, and a good piece
Steam
of
the
bread.
buns on top.
Yeah.
It's got a bun steamer. I love my buns.
That's
Yeah.
why I'm getting fat, man. I eat too much
You
food,
gotta have
man.
more buns.
You're telling me, man.
I eat too much food. I really do. I won't
Yeah.
eat till like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Like
No, I eat
I
like
wake
4
up
meals a
early
day.
so I don't eat in the morning,
You know,
and then I'll eat like a fucking pig when I get home sometimes.
Yeah, it's hard when you're eating like
I-
1 or 2 meals, you know. They're big meals.
Oh no, I've been putting on the weight, dude. Cause I eat
Yeah.
a big breakfast and I got an hour lunch, so I go to like MCL and just
Oh,
stuff
man,
myself.
That's the way to go.
Oh, it's so good though.
Yeah.
Then I go home and
Golden
Shelby's like,
Corral.
I haven't eaten all day. I'm like, yeah, me neither. I'm starving. And then we go get a huge dinner, man. And I'm like, fuck. I wonder where all this coming from.
You know?
I've been eating
God, it's
healthy,
good.
you know. I don't know where it's all coming from.
Oh, it's so good.
I want to go to the Golden Corral here.
This is a new
Last time we went to the Golden Corral.
they redid it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
this
haven't
one?
been.
I assume, I'm not a big
You
fan,
remember?
but I
I remember the
assume
last time.
you guys are all big
we went to
corn
Golden
dog
Corral?
fans. Corn dogs? Everyone corn dogs?
How could you not be?
There's a new corn dog restaurant opening up
I
like
saw
across
it.
from the mall.
No, it's right by.
Or-
Wait, what?
It's over and it's in Greenwood, isn't it?
Corn dog.
Corn dog? I forget what it's called, but they got some crazy
Two
looking
hands.
shit.
It's called two hands.
Alright.
Yeah, yeah,
So you
yeah.
gotta go in there and get
Corn
two corn
dog.
dogs.
Dude,
Double
but they
fist.
look good. I hate
I
corn dogs, but
presume.
they
I don't
look
know.
good.
Corn dogs?
I like the breading on them, man. They just, yeah.
What the hell?
You remember?
I can eat them, but they're just,
I could do without though. Like, I mean,
I'd rather just have a hot dog.
Sometimes they smack
No,
better than a
on a
hot dog.
stick?
Oh,
You ever gonna
You
eat a
remember
hot dog
semi-pro?
alone?
No, I don't. I'm not a big.
Can't put a hot dog on a
Remember
stick.
when
I'm not a big
in
hot
one of
dog
the
fan.
games?
I'd much rather have a brat.
If they
or
you were a
Italian
baseball
sausage.
guy.
I am, but I get
They
a
got
brat or Italian sausage
corn
at the
dogs.
game.
for everyone,
Oh.
and they,
Have you guys seen Semi-Pro?
A ballpark dog?
A
That's a
ballpark brat is way better than a ballpark dog.
Get you a foot long.
Steak Shake's foot long
Have you guys-
dogs. Or not? They had those for a while.
They did.
Oh.
I haven't been to
I didn't-
Steak
Dairy
forever.
Queen.
I don't
Dairy
think I wanna
Queen
eat a
has
hot
a good
speed
good
hot dog that
foot long
long.
hot dog.
No.
Hell yeah.
Dairy Queen.
Not a big hot dog guy. It's just brats
Really?
and Italian sausage.
No, I like brats and Italian.
Yo, so after that time where there's too many people on the roof and it rained in the living room, the next day, I'm almost positive it's the next day. We're chilling and I'm trying to
swear it was
forget
different.
that it's raining in the living room at some point. And
I assume you got buckets down everywhere.
yeah. And it's not raining now. It's like midday and Liam's like trying to go to Wendy's.
No, Burger King, I think, because it was the 50.
Burger
Is
Burger
there a
King.
Burger King there? There's not a
Or a
Burger
Burger King or McDonald's.
There's a Burger King.
Is there a
at
Burger?
Saks.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Because
Burger
it was the
King.
$50. It was the 50 nuggets for $5.
Yeah. So
Hold on,
he was
back
trying
up.
to do that.
50 nuggets are $5.
No,
$10
now it's much more
$10.
It's much more expensive. but it
99
was.
cents for 10.
Dude, I remember one
Damn,
time we
You
were at
get
your
200,
house,
20 bucks.
and you guys bought like
not
300
bad.
fucking Burger
It
King.
We
used
got
to be like
350.
They were like,
nuggets.
you were there too.
Yeah, of course.
Actually,
Yeah.
it was 450, right?
Yeah, something crazy.
It was 450.
we had to go back
Oh my
and get 200
God.
more.
Dude, dude.
Yeah.
Remember, Abe was
I
like,
would
"Do
hate
you think
you
they'll be
so
mad if I
much
go
over
get
the
200 more through the
No.
drive-through?" We're like,
No.
"Go ahead."
He went and got more.
Yeah, Pete and I went, and then when they were cold, and then we had to get another 100 because we told them they were cold.
He told them, take it back,
Oh,
give me a
they had to
new
be
100.
pissed.
Can you believe that? Oh
A
my
new
god.
100.
my
I mean,
God.
by the time they
That's
make
amazing.
the last 10, the first 10
They
are
were
cold.
but they were.
This is already
no,
after
no, no.
they filled the
They were,
350
like,
nugget order.
I opened them
But
up.
you
they
know,
were
these first
freezing
350 are cold now too.
Really?
I was like, they did not put these in the fryer. Like,
They just-
there's
no.
there's no way.
I'd be pissed if someone
Yeah.
came and said, "I need 350 chicken nuggets."
You
Yeah,
would?
I did through the
I wouldn't
drive-thru.
make. I'd be like, "Oh man, fuck! I couldn't work in fast food. I'd get
Yeah.
too angry."
Oh,
I can-
I'm telling you, do
Maybe
never,
I-
never
I-
work in
probably.
fast.
I have a cousin. She says she works at a Taco Bell off 465 in Harding.
You talking
I
Harding?
mean, we did Skyline.
You talking
That's
the one
fast
by,
enough, right?
Fast casual.
the McDonald's? There's a McDonald's.
Yeah.
Off
Yeah,
37.
yeah.
Yeah,
She
that's
says she
the-
works there. She says she just yells at the customers. I mean, like she's itty bitty little thing, but she just sounds mean. And she goes, the customers always yell at us. She says it's very aggressive Taco Bell. I'm
bet.
kind of intrigued.
It's a
to go
good
over
Taco Bell. I've been there.
there. Really?
Yeah,
I got
I
breakfast
remember.
from there the other day, and it
I'll
was very
I'll
good. She
this,
brags
I'll
about it.
stage this question to you guys. I staged it to Jalen a few weeks ago. Do you think McDonald's workers or Popeyes workers would want to fight?
Wait, what did you say?
Oh, well,
Say that
hold on.
again?
I want to
Workers.
fight versus McDonald's versus Popeyes.
McDonald's versus
Workers.
Popeyes, they're workers fighting because
I think
I've seen
Popeyes
vid-
would
I've seen
cream
videos.
them, dude.
Popeyes probably wins.
I think so too because
No.
Because
Popeyes.
McDonald's has a
Popeyes.
bunch of real skinny dudes
I've
that
also-
just like hate themselves.
Yeah,
like,
I watched.
a bunch of-
I
I mean,
watched Popeyes
a lot of
videos
women
where
there, too.
like the manager will come in and start boxing a customer.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I want to mess with Popeyes workers.
oh yeah.
McDonald's got too many old people working.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they got too many.
Oh,
They got old managers. They've been there for a while.
Well, they got these like old ladies ringing up the cashier,
Yeah.
and they don't even know what they're like doing.
There's
and
videos
I
having
got a
of
some-
girlfiend at Taco
people
Bell,
fighting.
dude.
There's
Nice old
videos
lady
of
there.
Popeyes
She loves
people
me.
fighting.
Oh
Popeyes
yeah.
would
win.
Whenever I come
That's kind
up,
of nice.
oh yeah, I
Almost
come
all
up.
of
She's
them
like, "How you
probably
doing?" I'm like, "I'm good."
Something
She
on the
goes,
record.
"Where's your other truck? I miss it." And I was like, "It's still
Crap.
around. Don't worry."
I
Dude,
like
she loves me. up
I like
there.
Popeye's
Yeah.
chicken sandwiches more.
I think she's been on
than
crack for a
Chick-fil-A.
long
Oh.
time, but she loves
I
me.
think they're just different.
I think they're better. I think they're better. Popeye's chicken sandwich versus Chick-fil-A. I think they're better.
Oh,
I just think they're different. Like,
Dude,
I don't know if
spicy
they're the
Chick-fil-A
same.
sandwiches. are
better.
perfect stuff.
Right now,
The
it's
spicy-
picking Popeyes, but
Popeyes
at
is
noon,
good.
I'm probably
man.
picking Chick-fil-A.
I'm picking
Chick-
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-
It's two
Chick-fil-A.
different moods, you know.
Yeah.
Well, like
Yeah.
Popeyes for me is like in actual fried chicken territory.
Yeah.
Versus like Chick-fil-A is kind of like
I
this like hand breaded.
Yeah.
I worked at Chick-fil-A for 2 months, and I fried the
I
chicken
probably-
at
You
That's
worked
the-
at Chick-fil-A?
yeah, at the
That's a
airport.
hard job, I feel
At
like.
the airport.
That's crazy.
Damn.
And I did all the. I was the only fryer, and yeah,
Probably makes you not like them though.
it's not.
Yeah.
I don't. Never go to the airport Chick-fil-A and eat there. I'm telling you. Whenever you're flying, don't go there. Don't eat there.
Why?
Don't even look
He's
at
spitting
it.
too many times.
It's just
I've definitely gone there
disgusting.
so many
It's
times.
disgusting. They got kids that don't want to work there. They hire, they're all.
It's not the my pleasure kind of vibe you're
No.
accustomed
None
to.
of them will say my pleasure.
Not at
And
the airport.
that's another
It's
thing
not
I will
here.
say. I hate telling a Chick-fil-A person thank you because they always say my pleasure, and I know they
You
hate
know it's
saying it.
coming.
I know they
They
hate
have
saying
to.
it.
Yeah,
I know they
should
hate
just say
saying it.
I'm gonna say it next time. It's my pleasure.
As soon as you hand them your card, you're like, my pleasure.
Yeah.
One time, this girl,
1182. My pleasure.
this girl, like we went there at like 8:00 and they closed at 9 or maybe it was like 45 minutes before they closed.
That's not
This
bad.
girl was like just being real mean to me and my girlfriend. Did not
At
want to take
Chick-fil-A?
her. Did not want to
They're
take her
probably
orders.
homophobic.
And I, yeah, fun. And I kept saying thank you just to piss her off. And she wouldn't say my pleasure like the whole time. And I was like, good for you because like I hated saying that. People sometimes when I would I would do the orders too when they were like very unstaffed. Another thing about working at a fast food restaurant, nobody wants to work. So nobody
yeah.
comes in. And if they come in, they don't want to work. They come in high half the time, and they don't want to work.
Oh.
And
More
it's
than half the time.
yeah, all the time.
They do drugs there.
One kid came. He was 16. He came in. He had one of those pens. He's just smoking it all the time. He goes. You gotta make the lemonade and you gotta pour it in the container. He goes to freaking pour it in the container. Just misses the complete container. And he's just acting like he doesn't know what to do. And then my girlfriend's the manager and she's like real short and nobody like she's trying her best but nobody wants to like listen to her because nobody cares about the job. And this kid is like off to the side just like sitting there and don't know to clean it or what to do. He's just awkwardly like sitting there.
It's just so addictive.
It's terrible.
The noises.
I didn't want to do it. I'm sorry.
The amount of noises.
There's a real
You're
stream of
making a lot of
consciousness
noise.
thing
Yeah,
happening
it's
here,
so
Norm.
good.
Yeah, it's called
I'm
conversation.
starting to hug this, but I'm fucking good.
Now, my story wasn't going anywhere.
It's a good fidget toy. No, it's okay. I like
No,
hearing
Ham, let's
about.
put it away.
I like hearing about. Was it Popeye's drama? No. It's
Chick-fil-A
all-
drama.
Well, Popeyes would win.
Great job listening.
Yeah,
I love
I know.
go to the McDonald's if you want, if you're in the airport. I'm going to the Chick-fil-A.
Oh,
McDonald's in the airport?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
there
there
is.
is.
There's a
Oh,
McDonald's.
McDonald's has
is
been there.
I know, I just can't.
There's like
I always
a-
go to that Chick-fil-A.
It's right there on the right.
I know. I always go to the
Yeah,
Chick-fil-A.
the Chick-fil-A's on the left. It's like right. Like
McDonald's,
you
I
walk
just
through.
walk past because it's Chick-fil-A every time.
You like Chick-fil-A more than McDonald's?
Yeah.
You like waffle fries more?
Oh, they're good.
I think
I don't
McDonald's salts it too much. It's honestly
Ooh,
too
I
much
love the
salt.
salt.
Yeah.
I mean,
My
it's probably gonna
girlfriend
kill me
doesn't
one
get
day. Man, that
salt
salt's
on her
good.
fries.
Yeah, but I've heard that McDonald's, when you ask for no salt, they just refry them, burn the salt off.
I
Oh,
could
really?
They refry the same fries?
Yeah.
No way.
No.
I would do fries at Chick-fil-A and
I would
forget
not.
the
I would
salt
not be
and
shocked.
all
Like that
the
sounds
time.
like a
All
McDonald's.
the
That
time.
sounds like McDonald's.
And people kept bringing them back. And like they were wondering why and nobody ever asked me. I just
That's
kept
hilarious.
forgetting to salt the fries at
They
the
never asked
airport.
you? They're like, this is the third order with no salt.
I'm telling you, nobody cared. There was no communication.
Yeah.
Like nobody cared.
Yeah, I mean, we worked at Skyline, and it was very minimal level of care.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was
people,
a server. I just
yeah.
started giving away any table that was big because like there's people that were working there for their like actual income.
Yeah,
And I was
yeah.
like, I don't give a fuck. I was like,
two right now, I'm good.
I was like, I'm 16. I do not care. So then I would just like take the little small like couple tables.
Yeah.
And any with kids, I would give it away. 'Cause
Yeah,
I don't want to sweep.
I
the fucking
vividly remember
crap.
being there while we were working, and there was like, I don't even know how I was working. I might have just been visiting, but there was like a table I walked in, there was like 6 people, and you were like, can you take it? Like, you want to take it? Like, just shaking your head.
Absolutely not. Any with kids because they will crush the crackers into the ground and then you have to sweep them with a broom. And I was like,
It's
do not.
impossible.
They made us
Yeah.
sweep the carpets with a broom.
Oh, what the fuck?
Think
Why
about
can't
that.
they
It's
get
not
a
great way
vacuum?
to do it.
Can't
They
they
got
just
a vacuum.
invest in
They
a
got a
vacuum?
vacuum towards the end.
I never vacuumed.
Yeah.
You talking
I
about
know I
the
used
Skyline
a broom.
Chili
Or
by,
fucking
on
mop.
35?
31.
31, my
Yeah.
bad.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yep. My dad's a frequent customer there. He's got a plaque.
It's good.
Does he actually?
Yeah.
There?
Yeah. If you go to the register, his name is like right there.
That's
Wait, for being a
amazing.
frequent customer?
Yeah, he's always there.
That's cool.
He used to go like once a week, but the GM that he was friends with was like not there anymore.
Oh, that's it.
But yeah, my dad's from Ohio, so like
Yeah.
Skyline.
It's a big thing.
It's a big thing in Ohio.
I went to Cincinnati, so it's like,
Yeah.
it was weird because I worked at Skyline
way better than Gold
in
Star.
Indianapolis and then went to Cincinnati and everybody loves Skyline and I was like,
Yeah.
I've seen how the
Well,
cookie gets
it
crumbled.
depends who the
Cookie
manager is.
I'm
right,
su-
right. They don't hold it to the same tier
Jared
that they
was,
do in
Jared was an
Cincinnati.
issue.
I'm
Jared was
surprised
Kind
that-
of like Chick-fil-A when you're at the airport.
Right,
Yeah.
right, exactly like Chick-fil-A
Yeah.
at the airport. It's
Yeah.
Skyline in Indianapolis.
Well, we just had one manager that was not cleanly.
I'm surprised it's still open. It's still open.
it
They
gets
make
busy.
good
Every once in a while
business,
it hits, though, I
yeah.
will say.
It gets
It
busy.
can.
I'll
it can
drive
hit.
by there and it's either real packed
Is there
or
just the
dead.
one over here? I think.
There's one on the south side and there's like one on the east side.
Okay.
One
I
I
didn't
think
think there
I've
was
seen.
many
I
of
think
them.
I've seen one on the north side
Yeah, there's
because
one
I
on the
drive
west
all
side, too.
over
At the
there.
airport.
Is it just me, or have all Steak and Shakes
I
went
wish there
downhill
were-
to shit?
Well,
Yeah,
they-
what
I
happened
feel like
with
they used
Steak
to
and
be like
They
the
like-
classy fast food.
I don't
And
think
now
it's
it's
classy.
shit. Well,
Well,
it used
never
to be.
classy.
I mean, like,
Well,
some fast
it was
food-
fast
When we were
and
kids, it was
easy,
like,
and it
where
was
do we go at
quality
11
food.
o'clock?
It was,
Exactly.
It was,
I
it was
mean,
open till
24
1.
hours.
It was
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
was
24
It
hours.
was-
You
that
were
was
there
the big
at 4
thing.
in the morning.
That was the big thing.
It
That
was-
that
it
was classy.
was
Well, I mean,
double-
of fast
Yeah.
food, it was classy. Like, I mean, you got McDonald's,
Yeah, I gotta
Wendy's. You
go.
want to go for a nice fast food, you
I
go to
think,
Steak
I
Shake.
think Chick-fil-A might be the classy fast food.
Yeah, it definitely is.
It's not the
Yeah.
same vibe. You're not getting served.
Would you say
Maybe you get
McAllister's
hats,
is
man.
fast
You get
food?
I
hats
think
and
that's
Steak and Shake.
casual. I
Right,
think
it got the
that's
little
casual.
cars.
And it's
dude.
expensive.
We used to
That's
make the
another
little
thing.
car.
They actually had server.
Oh,
Oh, dude.
man.
I mean,
We used to be a country.
yeah, I mean, well,
No,
like,
it's-
Chick-fil-A
They closed like
doesn't have
300.
servers walking around.
They closed
Steak
like
and Shake
300.
did. They had
Yeah,
like a full
but that
service
sucks,
staff.
'cause then you got a tip.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care.
Oh, it's
I'll
one,
tip.
dude.
Fuck it.
I miss Steak and Shake
Well,
being
it's not
nice.
fast food's so expensive now too.
Oh my, it's dude,
you get a
DoorDash.
meal, it's like $11.
Have you guys know? I've tried. I don't DoorDash often unless like I'm
I don't.
very
don't
intoxicated
now
or
much.
something, and I
Yeah.
can't go out and get it.
Yeah.
Then I
McDonald's
will.
adds a few, or, DoorDash
But they
adds a few
add
dollars.
so much
Yeah.
money, dude. I was curious today because it's just so fucking hot, and I just got home. I didn't want to go back out. I was looked up on DoorDash to get from Steak and Shake. It was like 30 fucking
They
something
used-
bucks for 2
Oof.
meals, and I was like, oh my god, dude.
On DoorDash, they used
It's
to
horrible.
have Chick-fil-A meals. So you'd have to order chicken nuggets,
Really?
and then fries, and then your drink, and then
They
put extra
add
on
dollars
each one.
onto
Yeah,
every item,
Yeah.
dude. It's absurd.
they get you.
It's a hustle, and just DoorDash is just taking a little piece out of everybody's
yeah.
pocket there.
I went with Shelby a few times DoorDash, and she would DoorDash, and I just drive her around. But
yeah.
it's not too bad. I mean, you can make a living off it if you did it enough, but it's not too bad.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in New York hustling on bikes
Oh, I can't
on
imagine.
the grind. I'm
Yeah,
good.
when I was in New York, we were able to rent a moped just by using an app
Really?
like a Lime scooter. You just hop on it.
That's cool.
And we just paid for the weekend pass, and
You guys ever ride the subway there? I assume
Yeah,
at least
You know,
tried it.
Weekend. The subway, I used to ride the subway every day. Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that just seems crazy, dude.
Yeah, it's wild for sure. I mean, I used to live in Brooklyn, subway into Manhattan every day.
So
That just seems
that's where my
crazy.
grandpa was born. Yeah, so he when kindergarten started for him, he started riding the subway to school.
Really?
Yeah.
Wild. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of people. It's a big world. You know, then you see a vast diversity of people. You know what's crazy? I really didn't know, like, what the Orthodox Jew community looked like until I moved there.
Is that like the hats and the... Yeah.
Yeah, and I hadn't seen Bo Rat or anything, so I didn't know. Bo Rat, yeah.
Borat,
Borat?
Oh,
Borat.
Bo-Rad.
Borat.
Bo Rat. Not Bo Rat. It's not Bo Rat.
No, I thought you pronounced
I didn't
it
know
with
what
a
you were
D.
talking about.
I haven't
Borat.
seen the movie,
Borat.
but I know of the
Yeah, it's
person.
very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I hadn't seen that yet, right?
Bo
So I
Rat.
didn't know anything about the Orthodox Jew community or anything. I didn't know these people existed, to be honest. Like, I knew of the term Orthodox Jew. I didn't know what form that took in reality, right? And so I moved to Bed-Stuy, and they own half Bed-Stuy. And just, I don't know, they're great at real estate. And so there's a huge Orthodox Jew community in Brooklyn and in New York, just in general. And I didn't know anything about this at all. And I'd be walking around. It was my first weekend there. I remember it so vividly. And I was walking around, and I kept seeing these people in like the full kind of suits and just two curly hairs. And I didn't know who they were. And I walked up to one dude, and I was like, "Hey, what kind of like lifestyle or religion are you?" And he said, "I don't know." And he walked away. But the next guy, I said the same question to. He was like, "Orthodox Jew." And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Orthodox Jew." I was like, "Oh." We fist bumped and I pieced. I had no idea these people existed.
What
I had
story
no
of
idea.
it? What story?
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And I mean, they were my neighbors. It's just wild. I don't know. Like, people perceive, like, people having prejudices and whatnot. I don't know. I don't think it's true. Just because you don't know what somebody's about doesn't mean you're going to be judging them and whatnot.
I mean, there's quite a few people that do have prejudices, though.
I mean, yeah, if you get specific.
My buddy really doesn't like the Amish. He lives in southern Indiana.
Why is that?
Well, he doesn't have a specific reason entirely, but I was riding with him once, and we're in southern Indiana, and there's an Amish dude on a horse and buggy going by. He's got a big diesel truck. He said, roll down your window, roll down your window. I was, okay, roll down. He goes, hey, fuck you. And it just rolled coal all over him, which you guys know what rolling coal is?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, dude, just covered him. And I was like, he's like, oh, no, dude, everyone does it all the time. Apparently, they just really don't like Amish down there, man. It's just a thing. They just don't like the Amish.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I don't know why, though. I was confused. I'm like, I don't know why.
I admire them to a point, for sure.
Well, I don't get the whole no, like, I mean, I get it's part of religion, like the no electricity thing, but a lot of them bend the rules. That's what I don't get. Like you'll see some that have some stuff.
That's how, like, all.
I guess, yeah, you got your different kind of subcultures.
Like for example, there's Orthodox Jew, and then there's also, like, not as. I don't know.
Jew. I don't know.
No. There's another type, like just the Jew. Eskimo. No. But yeah, so they don't abide to the same rules. So I mean that's kind of common. Like I mean,
people be following all sorts of rules for religious purposes.
But then also,
and I mean, you gotta respect the faith. For sure, I think. But, like, then again, you want to be like, yo, why? We can give you an engine, or something.
You understand what this does for me? I don't have to tell my freaking car to go. I just hit gas. I don't have to yell at the horse. I don't know. I mean, I get it, but it's just, that'd be a hard life, man.
But if you lived your whole life like that,
yeah,
it's probably
I don't know.
If
I was a kid and I grew up with these cars flying past me and I'm just sitting here waiting for my horse to go with it shitting in front of me and I'm just smelling it, I'd get pretty tired of that, man. I'd want to be in that car driving by.
Yeah, there has to be some envy there for sure.
Yeah, I would think so. I would think so.
I know with Amish, you take 2 years before you, like, officially commit to being Amish.
Do you, like, kind of travel a little?
Yeah, so you travel and then you can experience, like, the outside world. For like 2 to 3 years, and then you can either come back.
Why would you ever come back?
Well, but that's the thing. So you get to choose.
Oh.
So like, you choose to come back, and like, I think it's like you could be with your family. The thing is,
you're gonna have a beard.
Well, the thing is, you can leave your family. Like, if you
unless you marry somebody.
If you leave the religion, you like don't get to speak to your family. Like you're kind of excommunicated.
Which is kind of like everyone you know at that point.
Yeah, that's your whole...
Correct. So, that's the issue. So, it's like, you come back
to that.
No, Nelk. You introduced me to Nelk. I had no idea who Nelk was.
It's called Rumspringa, by the way.
Okay.
They had an Amish dude on their podcast.
Yeah, he's like in the middle of his...
Rumspringa. Yeah.
Rumspringa.
Yeah.
Isn't that like basically a party?
Yeah, it is. So, it's a party. It's basically like going out, drinking. Yeah, because the Amish have a ton of money. The community has a ton of money. They give you money for your Rumspringa to go experience the world.
What if they see this and cancel me? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, they give you like years
How are they gonna see
figure out if you want to come back and like be a part of the community.
Yeah,
because then like most of your money goes to the community. It kind of sits in a pool, and then like the next
communism.
Kind of the next socialism, but.
That's what I was going for.
Yeah, the next kids that go do the Rumspringa. Oh.
I can tell this is a subject.
No, I have to piss so bad. Where the fuck?
I think he might have went outside.
Oh, he called out a smoke break.
He went on a smoke break and didn't invite me? Man.
He didn't say anything. He just got up and left.
What a guy. No, dude, he's taking a shit.
I hope they get on the podcast. Oh, Jesus.
Not taking a shit.
What the fuck?
Oh, God, dude. Aaron, have you tried that Elvis juice? Evan was telling me about it. I don't know.
I have not.
I've never heard of that.
For the podcast listeners, Elvis Juice is a type of beer that I have no idea. It sounds like an
some
IPA,
type of brew.
and I don't like IPAs.
I'm not a big IPA guy. I don't know. Cheap beer tastes the best to me. I don't know if that's normal or what, but it's cheap beer.
I mean,
There's some nice light beer.
I can do some.
Yeah.
I can do
just
some.
drink 10 of them.
I can do some local, like beer, but IPA is just.
I can drink it. It's just
It's
not
too
that.
hot.
No.
Well, I mean,
Very hoppy.
Depends what
Yeah.
I'm doing. Like, am I chugging? Because if I'm chugging, like Miller Lite, Michelob Ultra, like that's the kind of beer I'm gonna want. If I'm like enjoying like 2 beers, I might get like what is it? Sun King.
Sun King's alright.
Yeah, not the IPAs though. The like oh gosh.
I've been really getting into. I was telling Evan the PBRs, the past Blue Ribbon. Those have been really good recently. I've liked those.
I was so surprised when I went to the Indians game. All they had was Yingling and Sun King.
Yingling's a sponsor of the Pacers, and I'm guessing maybe the Indians too.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah, they're low.
Because
They're
they've
like
got.
in-
Are they local?
They have
No,
their
they're
own
up-
Indians.
I feel like they're in
Oh,
Milwaukee.
like really?
Yeah,
They're like
Yeah.
like game day. Or
Did you go for the Meredith thing from The Office? She was
Yeah,
apparently.
July
coming
8th,
up.
July 8th.
Oh, that's coming up.
Yeah.
Oh,
this
have,
weekend? Or, yeah,
Yep.
have you guys been to Twin Peaks?
I'm not.
I went there for the first time this past Saturday
it's
in the
open?
morning. Yeah, dude. Oh, it was very good food. I mean, weird. I mean, it's definitely, I'd say, a little more uncomfortable than Hooters because you see more of the girls, in my opinion, at Twin Peaks. And I think it's some week in July. Apparently, Shelby's telling me she saw it on TikTok or whatever. There's a bikini week, apparently, where you wear a bikini to work. That, I couldn't do that, dude. I mean, I get it's not,
Sun King Weemac.
I've heard of that one, actually.
That one's good. That's one I like to drink.
Yeah, I haven't tried that.
I mean, again, if I'm chugging, I'm old now. I'm old. So if I'm chugging, it's going to be like Michelob Ultra, Miller Lite. Don't really like Bud Light or Budweiser.
I used to.
Budweiser.
Changes, you know.
Yeah, but I don't really care. I really don't care. I thought it was kind of.
I'm just trying to
I know.
start
Well, I thought it was kind of funny because it was like so many people were so pissed off. And it was just kind of, I don't know. It was kind of funny. Just how pissed
Oh,
people
very. I did see.
Like Kid Rock was blowing up.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, he was mad.
Kid Rock's always pissed though.
I know that Dylan person was. They were very upset because Bud Light never reached out to them when all the hate was coming down.
Yeah,
which
probably not.
no, I think Bud Light was trying to distance themselves as much as they could because they realized they
Is
kind
that the
of.
girl guy?
Yeah. Well, because I mean, I don't want.
It's a she.
Oh, I didn't know who he was talking about.
Transitioned.
But I don't know. I mean, they were very dumb for doing that. Just in terms of purely, I'm not going to get political, but purely business. That's just not their audience. I mean, you went out the complete wrong audience.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's just.
No, they should just release some camo beer cans.
I'll take a Coors Banquet.
Yep, make it 2.
Make it a double.
I do like Banquet, but I don't like regular Coors Light either.
I'm not a
Coors
big
Light?
fan of regular Coors.
Yeah.
Miller High Life. I like that quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Miller Lite,
definitely
Miller High
drink
Life.
Bush. I drink a lot of Bush at school.
Yeah, that goes down smooth.
It goes very smooth.
Natty Light.
Natty. Yeah.
That's
That's cheap. Oh, you guys ever
that's
had
the cheap
Keystone?
drinking beer.
Keystone.
I don't like Keystone actually.
I did it, but it grew on me fast, dude. Oh.
Dude, I look
Did you
great.
make it?
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
Well, I smoked a cigarette and I was
You go to the gas station?
Yeah, I was talking about food. Made me want.
You were gone for so long.
I was gone for what, like 15 minutes?
Nah,
Wait,
more
so
than
did you
that.
go to the store?
I went to the gas station. I was gone for like 15 minutes.
Wait, did you drive or walk? I don't know how close it is.
I drove. It was like a minute down. It's right there. I was gone for what, 15 minutes? 20?
Something about that. I don't know.
Around there.
Yeah.
Not bad.
How long have we been recording? I could
It's
look.
probably about an hour and a half.
That sounds about right.
9:30.
Got it.
Is it a twist?
It is. I was supposed to grab the Achilles.
Yo, I opened the wrong beer.
That's why it was so easy.
It's like, yeah, no.
That's why it was so easy.
Congratulations.
Oh, this one's Aaron's.
Oh yeah.
There
Is this
you
one
go.
mine?
Yeah, I want yours.
Okay.
There you go.
You probably do that.
Just
There you go.
bravo.
Second time's charm.
Mazel tov. Alright, Tinto's asking what you guys were talking about while he was gone.
We talked a little bit about beers. Started off on the whole Bud Light, Budweiser, Busch.
Oh yeah, you on
thing.
Kid Rock's side? No, I'm just kidding.
Wait, I just said just in
I
a.
just said Kid Rock's mad at everything.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know much about Kid Rock to be honest.
That dude's one wild motherfucker. Dude. But no, man, just we were talking about. I said just in a business standpoint, it was a horrible decision on their part.
Bud Light?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just completely
Does
wrong
seem like it.
audience. I mean, it's just. I mean,
Swing and a miss.
Still thought it was funny.
It was kind of funny to see how much reaction there was.
Yeah, how mad people were getting.
very, very upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I get the. I watched the video of the lady who like was in charge of it and like explained why she did it. She's like trying to reach a new audience, but I'm like, I don't know the trends or whatever community very well. LGBT, whatever plus.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
But-
LGBT. Yeah.
I don't really. They don't really come off as beer drinkers, especially light beer drinkers to me.
They're,
I mean,
they're more light beer drinkers just because, like, the heavier beers, you know, are typically
yeah, I don't know,
beer
but.
drinkers.
Yeah.
That's definitely not the community I'd target if I was trying to branch out. I just feel like that's not.
And they also,
Yeah.
When Kid Rock, I mean, he's not the face of your company, but when you think Bud Light and you think rednecks like that, I don't think people like Dylan. I don't know the last name.
This is his
Dylan
first
Dick.
Bud Light.
Yeah. I thought it was neat. He got the face was on the side of the can. That was cool. I mean, I'd like to have that.
Keep that on
It was definitely the
Nickelodeon.
first time I heard of Dylan.
I never heard. Well, the thing that I thought not. Damn
You
it.
know, I only heard it because of the reaction of people.
Is he a
obviously.
TikTok star?
I don't. I think
TikTok or Instagram. I
influencer
don't
is
know.
what I'd call it.
Yeah.
But I didn't know Tampax made
Oh yeah,
the
this is
official
crazy.
sponsor was
Was Dylan.
her. Yeah, I don't.
Alright, that's crazy.
That makes
By far
zero
crazy.
sense.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's
And he-
Nike.
Oh
made
my
it
god,
like,
the ad was so bad because he was
Dude.
like, I had a bunch of extra of these, so I was like handing them out or something. I'm giving them away, and it's like extra.
All you have is extra.
What? Yeah. Did you use a couple? No. No, you didn't. I don't know. My whole thing is I don't really give a shit at the end of the day, but I guess the whole I don't think we should be using LGBTQ plus. Like that group is just a little everywhere. Like I don't think we should be using that term, but that term encompasses so many groups of
big
people.
group, very big group. I mean,
Yeah.
with a lot of different ideas going different ways. I
Right,
don't know.
some of the G's don't agree with all the T's
No, I mean-
sometimes, and it's just like it becomes a mess when you lump them all together.
I think that's the
I don't
problem
think
with
we
that. The lot of times they have is a lot of the old-fashioned, I'd say, people, you know, probably even grew up when it was more hated on. I don't know. I feel like they kind of are looking for this, and the new culture is just wants to kind of shove it down everyone's faces.
Oh, I think the new culture is. I think people are just generally desperate is the wrong word, but wanting to identify with a group, with something, right?
They want to, yeah, they're trying to look for a home, I guess. I don't know. They want to find somewhere
And
they
I'm
belong.
Obviously not. I shouldn't be speaking for anybody, but that's just what I imagine is like. I don't know. People being drawn to it because it's an accepting group, right? It's because they can be accepted there, or they have been not accepted in places, you know. I don't know.
I think anyone can
Or
do what
perceived
they
not
want,
to
but don't ask me to, you know, change my kind of, not life. I mean, but like, they want you to, like, if you don't accept it, or if you just don't even just, you can ignore it and just be like, you do you, they still don't like it. Like, that you have to accept them. I think that's the problem. Like, it's not all of it either. It's, I mean, part of the people is just like, if you don't accept it, you're crap. It's, I don't know. I mean, I feel like they gotta have acceptance on both sides. It's a lot. Ugh.
Yeah, forcing anybody to accept you is impossible. You shouldn't aim for that. That's
no, I mean, you got to be yourself, and if that's who they want to be, they can be that, but...
you can't force people to be your friend, right?
You can't force them to be your friend, but at the same time, they want acceptance from the public because they were hidden in the shadows for so long. Because for a really long time, gay sex was illegal.
But they got all their rights and everything now.
Right?
But I mean, my thing
our
is...
lifetime, gay marriage was still illegal for 15 years. Like,
but
that's
my thing is,
10
what
years.
do they need? What else do they need? They've got everything. I mean, in terms of they can marry each other, they can...
Yeah, but I mean, right now, what the issue is, that isn't in a law. I mean, it just got passed into law.
Yeah, what is the issue? I'm curious.
Well, so once the new Supreme Court, like the new people that got into the Supreme Court, they took away, pro-life, pro-choice. They took away abortion.
Right. Roe v. Wade got overturned.
So then people were saying what was next was gay marriage was the next one. They were
was the next thing they're going to overturn.
But then it got put into law, so that helps. But that was a whole issue. That's why it started coming out more. It was a big thing because it had been put into a Supreme Court decision. But if it's not a law, Supreme Court decisions can be overturned by a new Supreme Court if a new case comes up.
Man.
And actually, recently, I'm pretty sure there was a case that just went to the Supreme Court that, like, you could discriminate against gay people. It was like the cakes one.
Wait, did you say?
Like, businesses could discriminate against gay people.
Oh, that's a heck of a law.
I think. It was like the cakes.
That's kind of awkward for sure. Like, what if you made cakes and I was like, I want a cake that's shaped like a dick?
That's not what we're about.
And then you get in trouble for saying, no, I don't want to make a cake that's shaped like a dick.
I mean, that's made for bridesmaids parties too, though.
Okay, what if you just don't want to make a fucking cake that's shaped like a dick? I don't care who it's for.
But if you are owned publicly or anything, you can't really turn down.
I don't think most bakeries are.
I think
a lot of them can.
No, most bakeries. Think of any bakery you know in Indiana.
If I went to Boyd's Bakery,
they're not publicly owned.
I feel like if I went to Boyd's and told them to make me a dick cake, I think they'd turn me away.
Right, exactly. Well, like, there's some things that you don't ask for. But they're not going to refuse to say Mike and Steve happy wedding. Or
that was the issue. It was a wedding cake.
Yeah.
If you're a private business, you can do what you want. You can sell to you want. That's just the country. I mean, that's kind of you can do what you want.
So this one's
who you want to do.
I mean, you're losing business, but you're doing what you want.
So this web designer refused same-sex wedding work, and then that went to Supreme Court, and then the Supreme Court sided with the web designer.
What did the designer do?
Well, like no, as in like pictures. Like he was refusing to do gay wedding pictures.
If he owns it,
not take pictures. You can't force him to take pictures.
Unless someone else owns his work, you can't do that.
You can't force an independent artist.
It was a public, but she challenged the state's public accommodations law, stating that by requiring her to serve everyone equally, because you're not supposed to be able to serve certain people and not serve others, because that's just a law in general in business in the U.S. There's a law in Colorado that you have to serve everyone equally.
That makes sense, but
because this would go back into segregation, because you could technically not serve everyone equally.
You can force anybody to take you on as like you're taking them on as a client, right? I mean, you force
not force, but like
that's what you're trying to do, right? I mean, you're saying he has to take pictures of this couple that's getting married that are both men or something, both women.
Yes, but at the same time, this is the same issue that, you know.
He's gonna take shitty pictures anyways.
like these pictures.
Yeah, he doesn't want to do the job. Get a different person who wants to do the job.
Yeah, that's my thing. If you go to someone and say, "Hey, can you do this for me?" and they say, "I don't want to," why do you keep trying?
Yeah.
Because even if they do it, they're not going to care about it. I mean, go find somewhere else.
Like, sure. I'm on that boat.
But at the same time, right, there's people that were banned from going into certain businesses. That is what that rule is against. So you can't, if you're stopping people from entering or being a part of certain businesses, you are discriminating against them.
But you also can get into a religion thing too. I mean, because some religions are against gay, homosexuality, or whatever. And if you go to a business that's owned by a religious person, and you ask them to do something for that, they'd be like, "No, it's against my religion." I mean, there's just so many hiccups. I feel like that it's.
Think about the priests. Think about all the priests that. All the bad stuff that's going around.
That's completely off what I was saying.
How is it?
Tell me, are you nuts? Did you
How is it related?
I was kind of scared. I was like, did I miss something?
He's like, what did the...
Do you remember the priest?
No, I'm just saying, like, all the things that, like, it's coming about, all the priests, like,
Oh yeah.
you know,
As
like,
pedophiles.
yeah, like,
Well, Catholic Church did a good job covering that up for what?
no, I mean,
Jesus,
it's
dude.
like, it's, I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
I
fucked
was
up.
throwing off topic.
Well, no, I get what you're saying, but that is not entirely.
I just think that, you know, we're all raised Catholic.
Yeah, I think you can refuse service. I don't know
But
if there
but
is.
that's the thing though. Like
The
okay,
reasoning,
You're
does the
talking-
reasoning matter?
but you're talking about
I don't like
refusing service. Like, you know, there was diner sit-ins because people were refusing service to certain people.
right? Man, this is hard.
Well, yeah, it's tough. I mean, it's different because you know that was like a nationwide. Well, not. I mean, that world. I mean, just racist thing. This is more. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's similar but different.
Yeah. So like, I mean, personally, I believe you can't really, you know,
Should never
change
refuse
that.
service.
But you can't. Like, what I'm saying is, being gay, you were you were born and you were going to be gay. Like, that's how I believe. Like,
I don't
think
believe
you change
that.
it.
I believe
I don't believe that
something
either.
happens in your life along the course of your life, and that kind of changes you a little bit.
Yeah,
It
I,
could, but I mean, your
yeah.
adult life. I don't think in your adult life it really changes. Like, you could have been hiding
man, you're
it.
lucky you didn't know any of these priests.
So,
I mean, I think a lot of those priests were also probably
Okay,
gay.
so-
They became priests because it was against the religion. So then they decided to be
Like,
priests.
best
What
way
about
to hide
people
from
that are-
religion,
Correct.
become that.
what are people that are bisexual?
That
Like, were they born bisexual?
they were born to like
Both?
like both. Yeah.
But what if...
Yeah.
Like
A
they
bunch
they,
of-
I
I
feel
feel
like
like
sexual, they have
nurture thing.
sexual
Yeah.
like
I'm a
tendencies
nurture
towards
guy.
both.
Yeah,
I feel like
I think
statistically a
99% of good
bisexual
personality.
eventually fall to one person. So that at that
Possibly.
point, it's just...
Most straight females are bisexual at some point, right? Or a lot of them are, right?
I would
I-
disagree.
I would
Alright.
say,
Now,
I mean,
some-
close to
it just
half.
depends.
I mean,
I think
there's
I
a
think
lot
have
of
at least
Depends how much
tried
alcohol's involved.
Who's
No,
not
I-
attracted to females, you know?
I mean, I also think that's just a lot on, like, you know, movies. Like, I don't think that actually, like, it doesn't happen as frequently as people.
I don't know.
I've
I
seen
feel like a
two-
lot
I've
of
seen
girls
two
I
girls
know.
Like
kiss.
half of the
Yeah,
women will
kiss.
be like,
Make out? I mean,
they'll at least, yeah.
I've had a lot of women I know have been like, yeah, you
They'll
know,
be like, I don't
younger,
wanna
I've
make
tried.
out.
I'm like, what the fuck?
With the chick,
Well, yeah, I've kissed a girl. All that.
Well, actually, I haven't kissed a guy. So
No,
there.
I'm much more along the lines of nurturing.
No,
You're
I,
a product of your
I
environment.
personally think it's, like, there's a possibility for both, right? Like, I think
I
there's
do-
things, I
Well,
think
that's not
there's
what you were
things,
saying.
no, but I think there's things that can change you, but I don't think they change you in your adult
I think
life.
you can be
What?
born with
Maybe.
I shouldn't say, I'm not trying to say like something wrong with you, but born different. Like some,
Yeah.
I think people are just born evil, and some people are kind of
Yeah.
made evil over time. I mean, I think that is possible, but
Yeah,
it's
some people
very,
are
very
born
rare.
evil. Some people are just born different. Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
I think
Well-
majority of them is nurture. They were born like everyone else, and just their upbringing kind of shaped them into that path. I mean,
you think somebody can be born evil?
oh yeah.
Absolutely.
You don't think
You
they're
don't
like?
think so?
You don't think they're just
Wait,
like
that's a good
they
question.
see
But if-
evil?
but
You
if
don't
you
think they
think-
see
but
It's
evil?
nature versus nurture.
If you think
Are
someone
people
can be
born
born
innately
evil,
good?
then you should be able to believe somebody can be born gay. 'Cause,
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
never
yeah,
said.
that-
I
I'm
never
saying
said.
so. I think so.
I just don't think
Maybe.
anybody-
Now I'm changing
It's
my mind.
tough.
I don't
It's
think
the
anybody
opposite.
could be born
No.
evil. I think you see evil. I think you see things like I don't know. I don't want to say
Okay,
like
so
Hitler. Like
do kids get born innately good, or is good something we're taught? Is kind of what it comes down to.
It's what you see. It's what you.
I think it's
what
nurture and something that grows. So definitely,
the environment.
you're not born with the
But
evil
there's also people born in perfectly fine environments that also become evil.
That's true.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
true.
people are born like with psychological stuff where they don't really
Right.
feel emotion, and they just kind of go a little crazy.
I mean, there are, like, again, some things in your childhood can change you, but I also think there is a very good chance some people are born just gay. So then, at the same time, back to the diner situation, you shouldn't be denied service because it's what you were born.
I don't want to get all patriotic, but I feel like if I want to open up a shop and I want to have one customer, that man right there, no one else can buy my stuff. I feel like I should be able to do that.
I'm okay with that.
I mean, because
if you're okay with missing out on the
if
sales
I'm
of
okay with
everybody else,
missing out
that's
on the
your
money,
decision. So
I
You're
mean,
not okay with that?
I'm fine with that.
He wants to only sell flowers to me.
yeah.
And
But-
you're pissed because you can't buy flowers from him.
Well, because if
What
you
about-
are a business that is in a public area,
All businesses.
But it's on private
But
land.
then, what would you say about like a corporation that only deals with 3 other clients that are huge, and then somebody else wants in, but they only want
Yeah, you're gonna refuse
a
service there. They're
fourth
gonna
or
refuse
a
service.
tenth of the percentage of.
well, are they refusing service for a discriminatory reason?
No, just because
They don't like you.
the size isn't.
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with your race
They
or
just don't want
your
you.
sexual preference or anything.
No,
like
it's
that.
But
just
couldn't
purely
you always
based
lie
on
about
size.
that?
All their
But
customers
at that
are huge
same-
But
corporations.
that's different.
There's a
This is-
minor company
this
that
is
wants
talking
to
about
be in.
So you can make choice.
denying service based on race or based on sexual. Like,
I think it's
orientation.
wrong.
If I can
but
make choices based on them just being smaller, then I should be able to make
But
choices.
you're
on
talking about
not
doing
wanting to
business
deal
with a specific business. There's not like
I can
Right.
say I can agree that there's a right and wrong, but as far as that's a problem with being free and a free. There's gonna be people you have different opinions. I feel like you got to put up with that sometimes. I mean, it's the price you got to pay.
comes to the free market.
It's yeah. I mean,
yeah,
if they
that's
don't want to
come
make.
back to my point of like, if they don't want to take your pictures at your wedding, don't make them because the pictures will be shitty. Get somebody who wants to take the pictures and do a good job for you.
But that could also
provide a good
but that
service.
could also just be the boss saying no, and then the people working under him would be fine with it. Like working under him, actually taking the pictures with him.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't know. I don't feel like.
But that the argument saying, you know, like they can refuse service to certain people, it's like, you know.
It's a
easy-
slippery
I'm
slope.
But it's
saying
easy-
they
it's
can
easy to say as-
refuse service to anybody.
But it's easy
Anybody.
to say as a part of the majority because the chances of you being refused service are a lot less likely than somebody who isn't a part of the majority being refused service.
I have a question. What if I own a mechanic shop? The guy comes in, wants me to fix his car. I say, no. Why? You fucked my wife. He goes, but sir, I am whatever ethnicity. I think that's why you won't serve me.
Well, then I probably would go to court. I mean, it would.
Yeah. That's
You
just
could
nice.
probably argue.
All right, but I'm gonna rule in the favor of him, to be honest.
Fuck my wife.
He would have evidence of that. You would assume.
No,
Here's my wife.
Well, no, like no,
The
like
wife goes to the stand.
if
No way.
if he
She might,
knows
though.
it, if he knows it, there has to be some sort of evidence that he got to prove that he
Yeah,
is
you're
the
still
specific
with him?
person. Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Why you guys gotta be so dirty?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think refusing service to anybody is something we should uphold. You can refuse service, I think.
I think
But
morally
not
it can be considered.
discriminatorily is what I'm saying.
No, I mean
You
just
can refuse-
personal preference.
You-
I mean, I guess that could be
no.
discriminatory.
Yeah, that's
All right,
No,
so not
but
based
then-
on sexual orientation
Or
race or anything else.
or like gender if they're male
All right.
or female, like you want.
So what if your
Gender,
dad?
sure.
What if your dad had a building that He's gonna do all the the wiring too.
Yeah.
It's like a business because I know you guys do. You don't do residential, right? You do.
He bids out the electrical construction for the project.
Okay, so what if this business was like, I don't know, like a gay nightclub? I don't know, like.
Oh, no, I see what you're getting at though. Like, hey, I'm gonna do a different example. I have a straight guys boots. They're made for straight guys because they really affect women's instincts. I don't know, a cologne, something. And they're like, I think this gay guy would not represent my product very well because it attracts men, not women.
Yeah, but you're not making him your marketing tool. He's just a
Any
consumer.
customer that buys from you is kind of a representative of your product.
Yes, but at the same time, you are not putting him on a pedestal of some sort.
I could see
He could put himself on a pedestal.
another
That's
customer of that guy may not like those views and be like, I don't want to work with you anymore because you
That's what he's taking on,
supplied that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know where we are at.
This is just, I don't think there's any one answer for this debate entirely. 'Cause, I mean, you're just...
I think you should be able to deny service to anybody. I will say.
I think
there is
what I'm
one
saying with
answer,
that though
and
is
they
you're
wrote
saying
it in
from, you are saying it
1776.
from
it's a free country. Do what you want.
but not in 1776. If we're going to be honest, because that was for white male owners, and that was not even a half the country.
So what are you saying?
Well, there was
about
other
But
presidents.
what I am
table,
saying
that's
is,
for
as
sure.
as a straight white man, it is a lot easier for us specifically to say, like, it's easy to say, like, oh, if they refuse service, that's fine, because the chances of us being refused is very, very small.
Oh,
Not necessarily.
I beg to differ.
Yeah, I don't know.
White men to get
I
hate
don't
on
know.
a lot nowadays. It's
But they
coming
won't.
up.
They still have a refused business. They don't refuse.
I bet
Right,
you could find
so-
an example. I bet
Well,
you
come
could
on.
find
And
an
then
example.
you could still argue that would be discriminatory.
Come on, think about it. You
Yeah,
watch
it
But you
goes
would,
around.
but right, it would conclude with, well, he was being a dick.
you watch a
Right?
commercial.
It would
Then
be based off the
If
personality.
you don't want to
It'd be
do
fine.
business with the dick, you don't have to.
I get
But
what you're
Can they
saying.
be-
though,
Yeah.
about the white.
Gay
man.
people can be a dick.
You watch
For
a
sure.
commercial on live
well,
TV.
not saying that.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
White
can't
people
be.
are on that.
I'm not
I mean,
disagreeing.
they're doing
I'm not
it for
disagreeing that there are
diversity. It's
innocent
just-
people that aren't
Oh,
awful.
what was it?
But again, it's the idea that it is discriminatory.
So you should never be able to deny service.
Well,
That's what you're arguing
No,
for.
I am arguing against doing it discriminatorily. You can do it if you are a big business doing business with certain
All
companies.
businesses are big businesses.
They're not all,
All right, all right.
businesses.
So what are you? You're,
That's
all right,
just
my bad.
wrong.
I'm sorry. I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
But that's also not true.
So you can deny service when?
you can deny service if one
For business purposes.
for business
basically.
purposes, or if they're being a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Right? That's not discriminatorily doing anything.
Right.
Discriminatorily
But-
is something that cannot be changed.
Right. So like, say Aaron comes
Can't
into my
change
shop
people.
and he's being all snooty, right? And then I'm like, go fuck yourself. I don't want to help you. And then he's like, wow, because I'm gay? And I'm like, no, because you're an asshole. And he's like, wow, you're doing this because I'm gay. And then he brings up a whole lawsuit, blah, blah, blah.
And then you're roped into a lawsuit just because the dude is a dick.
You're on
Yeah.
And
TikTok.
you have to
didn't
pay
even
how
know
much money
he was
to
whatever,
defend yourself.
Not just
Yeah.
gay, he
There's
can
a
be whatever.
video, yeah.
But
Well,
I'm
and
just
then
saying.
technically he did nothing wrong, and how much money does he have to spend on that lawsuit to defend himself?
Yeah. There's a video
mean-
on TikTok of you shaming a gay guy.
I've seen it.
Yeah, I mean that's. Tell me how many times you've seen something like that. I don't even have TikTok. I have Facebook, and they have those scroll things.
Oh,
or whatever.
sure, yeah.
And you always see it's just. It's not just gays. It's always anybody pulling out a phone just to like show like one person doing wrong, or it just.
Right, you always get not even half the story. I mean,
Okay.
Yeah, it's always in the middle of. Then they pull out their phone and they show you how. They don't show the whole story.
To transition a little bit, and I'm going to beat myself up because I don't know the exact job they were talking about. It was some... It wasn't... I don't think it was... Maybe it was police or judges or... I think it was some government position. They said their goal for next year was to hire... It was pilots. It was pilots.
oh right.
They wanted to hire
Yes, I heard.
diversity. They don't care about good pilots. As long as you're a different color, you got the job. Which I understand. It's nice to represent that hey, we're the rainbow. We have all the people. But what if they're not the best pilots? And you're screwing people who work their butt off to be a good pilot out of a job just because they're not the right race. I think that's kind of BS that you're gonna. I mean, it's your company. You do what you want with it. So I guess maybe I'm kind of stepping too far. But it's like your goal would be to hire good pilots.
I think in today's day and age, the companies just want to throw out that they're diversifying instead of what we would really like to hear, or anybody would like to hear, is we've got the best pilots in the business.
Yeah,
but because of it's
I'm sorry,
2023,
we're crashing.
they feel like they have to say we're divided.
Well, yeah, if they want to be accepted by everyone, they don't want to be canceled, whatever. They have to say we're diversifying. We accept everything. It's just
okay. Sorry,
no, you're good.
Because all this diversifying and acceptance. You think there's a lot more open gay people than there was
He does for sure.
There definitely is.
Oh yeah.
So there's definitely gonna be some really good gay pilots.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not saying there can't.
No, I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm just. I'm trying to say there's a lot more people that are opening up to who they are than there was 30 years ago because of this not television, internet, and just people are. I don't know if I want to say they're born different, but I think they were raised a different mentality 40 years ago, 30 years ago. No, you don't think...
So I think there was always people that were
He was with you for so long.
Yeah, you were. I was like, I got you. I think I went off course. I think if I kept going...
You did a little bit. But the thing is, there was people that were gay, back in the early 1900s and all that time. But a lot of times they would get married. A lot of times it was married to sometimes heavier women.
Yeah.
But the reason they got married was
Whoa, that's...
Well, this is news to me too. What?
Don't discriminate against the heavier women
now. I'm not discriminating against them.
Hey, come on.
What I'm saying is...
That's why I got to pick up.
What I'm saying...
You're getting them off track, guys. Can you stop this? Just ridicule. It's just terrible.
How many heifers you get in the back of that thing?
Dude, you get some good ones.
Come on, keep going.
Fill up the whole bed.
What I'm saying is there was always gay people. A lot of times they would get married for religious reasons to women.
Yeah.
Which was to hide it.
Yeah.
So I think people have always been born gay.
Yeah.
And that's been a common thing.
Yeah,
I was just...
I'm agreeing with you there.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
I think so too.
Yeah.
But I was just saying how he was talking about how...
Like
he was just saying, for example, there was pilots... And
I'm
just thinking there has to be more.
That goes more into education opportunities for people that aren't white people. When you're talking about diversifying, it's sometimes opening up the pathway for people that weren't of that color to get that education. Sometimes. It depends.
Yeah.
I heard recently, this is not the point I was going to bring up, but colleges now have done away with kind of the restriction of them admitting so many people of each ethnicity or having that goal. That bias is kind of nulled out, is what
the
I've heard.
scholarship bias.
I personally think that colleges should look like the population of the U.S. So if there's,
I personally think they should
just
based off of.
No, if there's 13 that goes into the fact that schools in the inner cities are not funded nearly as well. So the chances of
so they don't
people
go
in
to
the
the
suburbs getting
that they don't have the best.
But that's not fair because we
That's
get a
not
good
fair.
Life's not fair. But it also goes to the home too. Sorry, not to interrupt.
So why do airlines weigh your bags, but it doesn't matter how much you as a person weighs?
Well, if you're big enough, you have to buy 2 seats. That's the thing. They won't allow you to just take up 2 now.
If you're fat, it's going to the second seat.
You have to
gotta
pay
buy
for
the
it.
seat.
It's true.
I was amazed. I rented in a poor fashion last time I got off a plane because the flight attendant, I'm an overweight guy, don't get me wrong, but she was larger than me significantly. And I was just impressed like how she got the position as a flight attendant. To be honest, it's like, man, you think they're counting the pounds, right? Like you think
They're counting my
I mean,
suitcase.
per
They're counting
flight,
the
they're
people.
losing. Yep.
yeah,
Not
per
looking
flight
good.
out of all of the flights, it has to add up. It's just a business strategy. You gotta be against this in so many
It's
ways.
definitely just a business strategy. I mean,
I've got a touchy subject.
weighing your
Love it.
luggage.
San Francisco, I think is where it's happening.
The
The
apocalypse.
African Americans that want retribution for slavery. They're asking for
interesting.
millions of dollars because their ancestors were slaves.
Liam, what's the hot take? What do you think?
That's
Haven't heard of
the
that.
hot take. But, you know, it was owed. Like,
Was owed or is owed?
for example, World War II, we put Japanese people into concentration camps here.
Right, we're talking about slavery
No.
reparations
This
right
is
now.
coming back to that. They got reparations after coming out of those camps.
Wow.
We
The
never,
people that were in the
ever,
camps.
ever, yes, we
Right.
we never, ever paid anybody after slavery ended, except for the slave owners got money for
Okay.
the loss of their property. If you wanted to avoid the situation of how we owe millions and millions of dollars now, you would have paid back in the 1800s to cause equity. We are equal.
All
we
right,
still
sure,
are
but I
equal.
think you
No.
can't make up for it at this point.
I would
to be
argue
honest.
we are equal. On
We're
paper,
not.
I'd say we're 100% equal.
We're
I'd
not.
say there's racist
All right,
people,
so you
but
don't believe there's any systematic racism?
They're 100%.
I believe, as written in the rules, no, not at all. I
Right.
think
Liam,
there are
what are some
racist people.
systematic racism examples in the law
Housing.
right now?
Housing,
Housing what?
Think.
literally anything.
I'm talking about redlining.
Talking about redlining, talking about like leases, getting loans for.
But that's-
But you're a
people
finance
choosing
guy,
that.
and you've stated before on this podcast that you're a finance guy, and at the bottom line, you're just going to care about the bottom line, right? But now you're going back on that because it's not just about the bottom line; it's
He's
about
been
race,
waiting for
right?
this.
I'm working for the federal government.
I know, but it's
so
about
no.
the bottom line.
I
That's what you
don't.
said.
It's not about the
No,
bottom
and
line.
my thing is, in history, there's been more white slaves than there ever was black slaves. Where's my reparations? I mean, if we want to start like that,
But the Irish were slaves.
I
Do
feel
I
like
get
if
money?
it was in your,
you know how many slaves
This is the
African
problem, though.
Africa
No,
has
it is
owned over the
problem,
years? How many
because
English
that
slaves?
is England. Back there, you could ask England for money.
Okay,
But
but
what
how
about the black
justified do you
slave
think that is
owners?
for me to go, hey, Africa, you own some of my ancestors from England 30,000 years ago. I want money.
Africa,
It sounds ludicrous, right?
but
Same thing here. I mean, it's just...
at the same point, we didn't even give them the little bit of equality we gave them until the 1960s. That's 100
I'm not
extra
saying
years.
it wasn't a very difficult process,
But it's still like, again, there's a difference between equality and equity. They deserve equity to become equal in the country. Like they are not able to get certain positions because of how far we put them back. They had 300 years.
we
of
have
not being
had
able to get
a
money.
black man as president. What position can they
Yeah,
not
but then
get?
we also put in the guy right after who was the exact opposite.
Man,
Oh,
they
Then,
went
whoa,
back
whoa,
to a
who's
white
this guy? I mean, who's this guy that's in there now? Hasn't he been racist all in the 70s,
He's
80s,
been bad
90s?
too, but that is how bad it is.
Sleepy Joe.
I mean,
No,
you're talking about the fact is black people still picked Joe Biden over Trump to prove he
No,
wasn't racist.
that
A
was
lot of
rigged.
black people
That
picked
was
Trump too,
rigged.
though.
Yeah, don't say just.
How many
They
black
were
people
a-
voted for
the
Trump, though?
majority
That
of
was
black
rigged.
people.
That was rigged.
But how many black people voted for Trump?
I know. I
mean,
hear
I
it
don't
all the
know.
time.
I
don't
like,
disagree with
yeah, I'm
rigged.
just saying, like, it's
What percentage of the U.S. population is black compared to white?
13%.
what percentage is in criminal systems compared to white?
A lot more.
Yeah.
That's
That's
Again,
that's a whole
prove
other
it.
issue. I probably
but
started a
that's
whole other
but no, but that's proving that's a part of the point.
Well,
Yeah.
that's
like
yeah.
that's systematically going after black people.
I would say that's more than just. There's a. I mean, look at how black people are raised and the amount of fathers that are absent in black families compared to white families.
No.
See,
Oh, yeah,
it's
the
okay,
statistics
I feel
for
like it's
a
a combination of both of your guys' arguments, if I'm being honest, because it's like, of course, it is like the culture they are raised up in and whatnot, but also redlining did play a huge factor in limiting the scalability is not the right word, but like the opportunity that was presented to African American communities for a while.
I do want to make a
So,
point. I'm not
you know,
saying they were never
police did
not screwed.
start policing those areas more.
Right.
So police just biased, had a natural bias because they encountered so many more African Americans that then they had like an innate bias.
I
So
do
it's
want to
like,
make a
man,
point.
the
I don't want to
racist
say they
content-
weren't screwed because they have been royally screwed.
Yeah.
But I just don't see a way that we can.
I don't see how reparations factor in, to be honest.
I don't see how
I
we
don't
could
see
even
how
begin
you
to do
pay
that.
somebody today with tax dollars of everybody.
I could see
I don't
how
know.
if there was one family that you could clearly see that they made buttload of millions on the slave trade alone, and then you
There are a lot of families.
I'm
Well,
okay
oh,
with
wait,
taking
what's the
money
law
from
where after
people
so
who
many
benefit
years,
from it.
I mean,
You
even
can-
if you commit a crime, what's the law to where after, several years, if you commit a crime like 20 years ago, they can't charge you for it anymore? There's something there. It's,
Yeah.
But
I
I
mean,
don't know what that's called, but there's something there.
it's like
It was
30
wrong.
years, but at the same time, we're talking about people's lives that were never the same because we use them for like the economic
Hey,
gain
not
of the
me.
country.
Yeah, I
You can identify with that, but not me.
I was about to
I
say
knew
we.
Yeah, not me. Don't say we.
Okay.
I'm
Their
not included in
ancestors
that.
screwed
You're not
us over.
including me.
Okay. The U.S. economy.
Were they even
Sure.
American? I don't know.
I mean, who shipped them over to
That's
us?
true. They
Oh,
started out as
African
British. Right?
Yeah.
No, but also the U.S. was still selling a lot in the U.S.
Sure, we adopted some bad habits.
But my thing is, it's not just here that was bad. Everyone in the world was doing it. I mean, other places
you
too.
got
but
not having
but you
slaves
can't-
is a new
But the
fact.
thing is,
Yeah.
you can't like say, oh, since everybody was doing it, we're fine.
No, but then it's
That's
just
that's relevant.
What
Like,
about the
theory-
day when
theory-
dogs-
it's kind of like we evolved right after, and then they changed their ways
Yeah,
a certain longer than they should have, and then
slavery
But you can't
before
take
through
repercussions
Africa,
for
it was
previous
never
history.
race related. So for example, Irish slavery, you could get out of it after 10 years. We decided because they were black, we decided at a point they could never get out of it. It was ancestral.
my thing is, there's blood on both sides. Why do we need to make reparations? Why can't it just be a clean slate? Everyone has the laws. I mean, I know there's still some going in and out, but a black person on paper is equal to a white person. I mean, just like a woman. I mean, it's on paper. So
voting rights
it's-
are still getting
just like a
Slowly
woman
stop.
on paper.
What, hold on. So you're telling me there's black
expand
people?
upon that.
there is multiple cities that are trying to lessen the amount of voting that happens in cities because that is where black people are concentrated. It is
Like
suppressing
gerrymandering?
it's suppressing the vote is what they're trying to do. I mean that's
It sounds like a form of
huge thing.
gerrymandering.
Gerrymandering is a different thing. That's district wise, but yes.
Right,
That's a different-
but
that's
how
another
are you
thing.
limiting these people?
If you work a certain time, like you can only make a certain location.
Right.
If that location is now closed, you're not able to vote.
Right. But
Right.
I don't think
Man.
I don't think people. I don't think anybody. I don't
I
think
don't-
the government is
Alright,
trying to take
alright.
voting rights
I
from
didn't
African
say it
Americans.
right.
I think
We
local
do that.
governments.
You think
This
local
Alright,
government is
alright.
trying to take
Alright.
voting
I
rights
mean,
from
yes.
African Americans?
I mean, it tends to be.
Please point me to them because we can go there.
Wouldn't that be?
I mean,
just
we
a
can find individuals responsible for this shit.
Hey,
Like,
would-
honestly, like literally, if you have specific instances, we can stop
Hold on.
specific
hey,
instances.
change the topic. What do you guys think of the Pacers?
Go Obi Toppin.
Yeah, Obi Toppin.
Yeah,
Is
we
that,
got
is that
Halliburton
who we
for a
just
while.
drafted?
No, traded for him. He's from.
Bruce.
How much? Yeah, Bruce Brown. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
That's Alexa.
45.
yeah. How much did they? Yeah, $45 million for 2 years. How
Well,
much?
1 year guarantee.
Yeah, the second
Oh.
is a team option, right?
Right. So, which never ends.
I didn't see any of our draft picks play in college. Did you guys at all? I don't know. I
Their
didn't look
top
over.
guy went to Houston,
He
right?
went. No,
Their top dog, the power forward, played at
Didn't
Houston.
the first pick we got was Wemby's teammate and friends?
Center for Justice.
We traded somebody.
Yeah, we traded for him.
Yeah, Obi Toppin. Traded
No,
No, we traded. If I'm trying to say we traded a guy that was hit that guy's teammate.
Oh, so we traded that guy.
Yeah, we drafted some guy
This is
from
gonna take me a
Europe.
while to digest, so you're gonna have to send me that.
But basketball isn't the. I don't know if it's because I don't watch it that much. I think it's just the fact that nobody plays defense, but it's not the same. Like watching, like not just Kobe, but every guy from like the early 2000s to even when we were in high
The
school.
game has changed quite a bit.
It's boring. It's not entertaining.
I liked watching the Celtics play when they were playing good. I really liked their team this past year.
I don't like the way they play the game.
The old guys or the new guys?
The game now. The current game now.
I think it has a lot to do with the officiating, and it's like they adjust
100%.
to what needs to be
Yeah,
called, but then it's hard to tell what's going
these
to
players
happen.
act like
the officiating
they're like,
is a wreck,
these
dude.
players act
they're
like
bought.
they're gold, like they're so good. I don't know. Maybe I'm not.
Well, it used to be a lot of like ISO ball, and like if you had one-on-one defense and you could create a shot, then that's the shot you're going for and you're confident with.
Yeah.
But now it's like every one-on-one has at least one foul involved as soon as there's some type of altercation. There's one type of flinch, flop. They don't even not necessarily a flop,
It's just like
but some type
the referees
of.
are so out of hand.
Where you can't play ISO.
Yeah. I can't watch
that like is a technical for flopping.
Yeah.
Now.
I can't watch a
There
basketball
was just
game.
one called in a summer league game where
he
he
flopped.
actually did get hit in the face,
But
but then he went like this and then went the other way,
and they teed him up.
and they teed him up.
Damn.
Wow.
But he did get hit in the
He
face.
got rocked.
Like the dude went for a little push off and fade away and got him in the face. So he was like, "I'm gonna make sure the ref sees it." So it's it's hard to.
Well, that's the thing.
dictate.
I think it started from, like you just said, I want to make sure the ref sees I just got fouled.
Right.
And I think that goes back to it was a lot tougher back in the day. People just didn't care. They just said, I got fouled. They didn't call it. Get over it. Move on. And I mean, I definitely agree with that more. I mean, it's not always fair. You got to play the game you can play, but.
But
we
then
were at a
again,
fever game.
There's been so many times where they get rewarded for complaining to where you can't.
That's why it's been a problem. Yeah,
Right, you can't have that.
Yeah, it's beneficial to flop.
I can't
Yeah.
watch a game with James Harden. Like I hate the way he
painful.
plays.
Yeah, me too.
He
Yeah.
shoots the ball all the time. He gets the ball, he dribbles it up. and
LeBron in his
sits
old age,
there and
is-
just shoots it.
he's definitely.
Even
We were at a
watching
fever
LeBron,
game, like, I don't know, a couple months ago.
He's kind of.
And the girl on the opposing team literally like shouted out loud. We were fairly close to the court. It was a fever game. And the girl shouted like, "You told us you were gonna give us a call." And I was like, "Jesus Christ, you're negotiating calls now?" Like literally, she shouted that to the ref. Like, "You promised me one." I was like, "Oh my god."
No, we don't have girls here, but what do you guys think about all the women complaining in the WNBA? We don't get paid like the NBA.
Well,
I assume we're all on the same page for this.
do they don't make enough. They don't make enough like television views. And,
Well, yeah. One, you have the argument of they don't bring in the money.
yeah.
And two, you have the argument of the percentage they make from like the overall revenue is way higher than what NBA players make.
and-
I mean, it's just
I was listening today to.
no. I don't know why they try to.
I was listening today to J.A.K 104.5, and
Shout out.
they had the LSU girls on who were on the previous college championship team.
Yep.
And
Oh yeah.
they're like, why would we go to the WNBA when we're making more money now in the WNBA because we made a little bit of name for ourselves?
Well, yeah, and because they're paying college athletes now, right?
Think
you can
about
get
the
paid.
Miami.
Right.
I mean, that's my other thing. The girls that, especially on these college teams, and they're like kind of influencers on the side, you can make so much more money. I mean, it's just.
Yeah. It was kind of hilarious to see the LSU team like refused to go to the White House, right?
No, now they're okay with going. The one chick that did
Well,
the
no.
You Can't See
Angel
Me,
Reese, yeah.
she's
'cause
now
didn't-
going.
Was it Biden's wife that says the
Interesting.
losing team should join him? That
No,
bullshit.
They
what is
are
that?
joining
The
them.
losing team should never. That should
No,
not
that
happen
was
at all.
completely
I would
In
Yeah,
their
horseshit.
cases, if they were the losing team, they wouldn't be invited.
No,
which is
it's
true.
just-
That's why Angel Reese was pissed.
Right.
Yeah,
which
sure.
I agree.
They were talking about Iowa, And
Yeah.
like how it was like all like basically all white.
Yeah.
And it was like they were getting invited, and then Angel Reese was pissed.
Oh, yeah, I would be too. I'm
It
like, they
shouldn't
didn't
have
earn
been
it.
Won.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have been invited.
No.
That's terrible.
That was bad. That was
That still hasn't happened though. They still haven't visited.
But they
How
said they
did
did
They
it.
tend to wait a while.
Yeah,
Really?
they're about to visit. They
Yeah.
were talking
that's
about
crazy.
it today.
I felt like that was forever ago.
Yeah, they usually wait till the summer for college teams,
Dang.
just because they're off.
Right, if you do win a championship, you really are. You
LSU
living the
baseball
whole
won,
year
too.
in glory.
Yeah, I mean, it goes
Like,
on
they're-
for a while.
They're not even at the White House yet, but
Ugh.
Yeah, that's wild.
LSU baseball won too. They won the
Yeah.
World Series, so
Yeah.
their
Yeah.
LSU's
Good
going
year.
crazy.
It's a good
good
year.
year for them.
All right, let's do the intro. Let's wrap it. All right, and the Friends with Differences podcast, episode 12. Thank you guys for coming on.
Woo.
I do appreciate it.
It's our pleasure.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
It's a good
It
time.
was fun. It's been a good one for sure. Spicy episode. Generally, what we talked about this episode, just rattling off some topics. Redlining. Somebody help me out.
We a little bit about beer products, some advertising with Bud Light, Busch Anheuser or Anheuser Busch.
LGBTQ, yeah.
We talked about some movie topics.
Two
Movie
of all of
topics
them.
of Spider-Man. Talked about them a little bit.
I think that's
Pacers,
Yeah.
NBA,
Got into
NBA,
the
WNBA.
a little bit of
South
summer
Pacers.
league.
Yep.
I feel like this is very quick. Am I wrong?
Is it quick? You want to keep rolling?
It's been 2
We
hours.
were 2 hours.
No.
Yeah, it's
We're
been a
just
heck
good
of
at
it.
flowing.
Any final
I
remarks,
was just,
Cinto?
I was just saying.
I hate you.
Anything to leave out
I
there?
think Cinto wants to come back. He didn't have enough time to get in what he's
I got some more
wanted to say.
opinions.
But we'll be here next time for episode 13.
Yeah, I'll be
All
sitting
right.
right here.
12 part 2.
All right. Well, appreciate you guys for coming on.
Yeah.
All
Thanks
right.
for having us.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Friends with differences.